blast.
You see,
You and I pay you sons. No one knows.
All I'm saying is, she's trying to diss us. Leave her.
That was
You're
sons.
my sons.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, you
Shit, crazy, man.
Minaj.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. But I don't know, the gym is not just meant for. And I personally feel once I go to the gym, I just have to go do cardio, guy. Do some cardio, and I'm out. Maybe.
You know what that means?
What does
No,
that
he
mean?
likes headache. How will you go to the gym? You walk to the gym just to run, just to suffer yourself and go back home. To me, cardio is the most pointless thing ever.
But you
It's like
can
really
see
pointless.
when it shows that
you
okay, that
play-
kind you're burning calories and stuff. That is
You might as well, if you're going to the gym, go and do something else, but not. To me, Rasha, I don't think
What
you
if
should
you're
leave your
trying
house
to be
just to
lean
do cardio.
Manipi, what do you
You're
do?
trying to-
like me now, lean muscle now.
But in pizza, is going to go and order pizza in a few hours. Say me,
But that's after going to the gym and shredding, you know.
But that contradicts
Plus-
your actions, though.
Oh man, everything's about balance in this life.
Yeah, but I think if you go to the gym, you should be ordering like a veggie burger, or you should be ordering like a whole salad or something like.
guy, like you said, when I'm from Edo State, man, why the fuck am I eating veggie salad, man? We need to chop grass for Nigeria now. Last, na coleslaw.
Yeah, but you know the craziest thing is we actually eat a lot of vegetables in Nigeria. Okay, I don't know about you Edo people, but Igbo people eat a lot of vegetables.
And you guys eat a lot of funny
Because
meats
we
too
eat-
now, like snake, dog.
No one eats that
What?
in the Igbo.
No.
Like, I don't know, like
What is that?
404. My guy
Yeah,
Michael was yarning me about 404. Is it Anambra?
Your guy
Is it-
Michael needs to check himself, man. It's not
yeah,
about
man.
any.
Your chooks, you know now. You're telling me this guy's a delicacy, man.
but
No, it's
No.
mostly people from Jos. They eat dog, and is it Cross River as well? They
Thank
eat
you very
dog.
much.
Anambra too.
Which Anambra? Anambra
Anambra
guys eat the
doesn't.
same
Chooks,
guys
serious,
eat,
yeah,
bro.
Chooks, I've had this discussion before now. Chooks, be real, man.
You guys
Remember
always
now.
bring states into this podcast every.
We're
every
Nigerians.
episode.
We're
No.
showing the cultural diversity of Nigeria.
You don't. There's only like 5 states you keep mentioning. Like
We just mentioned Plateau State. We literally just mentioned Jos. We literally just mentioned.
You've mentioned
Anambra.
Jos before, though. You've mentioned Anambra before, though.
And we
So-
just mentioned there was another state that it will be mentioned. By the way, let's introduce our
Cross
guest,
River.
please. Thank you, Cross River.
We said it before. Okay, yeah. Let's introduce ourselves.
Let's introduce our guest first, Didi. Thank you.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, let's do the introduction. Though.
I did introductions last time, and apparently I
I'll
wasn't
do
good at it.
man.
So
Oh, yeah,
Fuck it,
Manny
I'll
P.
I'll do it, you know. We have here with us.
yuck.
But yeah, but for real, man, we have a special guest on this episode, you know. Someone I call our super fan. Not the fake super fan that was sending us fan mail. By the time this episode comes out, you'd have probably heard the fan mail. But also, we'll tell you about that. Ebube, somebody is competing for your spot, so you might have to
No,
sit up.
wow.
But, yeah, anyways.
What
so
kind of nonsense is that?
we have our super fan and you know our political
Analyst.
analyst
On Channels
here with
TV.
us, you know.
No, I'm not Shion Okimbalo. I'm not that good yet.
Yeah, getting there, man. I see the potential. But yeah, we have Ebube here with us. Just Yan, you know.
Ebube, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi. Okay. I don't know. Besides, hi. My name is Ebube. What else am I supposed to say? I study chemical engineering. I'm based in London.
Cheers!
Okay. What else am I supposed to say?
Oh, nice. I think that's fine.
Is your
Chooks,
name
you're
Ebube-
very excited.
Ebube Dike or Ebube Chukwu?
Ebube Chukwu. But for some odd reason, anytime I say my name is Ebube, a lot of people just assume it's Ebube Dike. I
No,
really
it's
wonder
foolish
why.
people that. It's
You
foolish
say
people
Ebube
like
Dike
you.
for guys. Isn't that for
That
guys?
is a-
Ebube Dike is a
No,
guy's name.
guys also answer Ebube Chukwu. It doesn't.
No, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. But
'cause-
Ebube Dike specifically is a guy name. Like, babes don't answer
To-
Ebube
like-
Dike.
It really depends. To be quite honest, like Ebube's, to be fair, Ebube means glory, and like Ebube Chukwu means glory of God.
Yeah.
Ebube Dike,
Glory
like
of God.
word for word, means like what, glory in strength, or is it glory in power? Like some people say it means glorious, so it's relatively like unisex. But to be fair, most cultural names are unisex. Like you have like Oluwatosin as a boy and Oluwatosin as a girl. but then like Toyin is more like female compared to like we find more female Toyins than Tosins. No,
Yeah,
wait, no.
they
You
love
find more female Toyins than male Toyins, if that makes sense. But Tosin is quite like common across board for both male and female.
Yeah, that's fair.
And a quite beautiful woman that go by Tosin. I should say that. Shout out all the Tosins out there.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Emmanuel,
Yeah,
you're just hella stupid at
He's
this point.
such a simp. He's such a simp.
Yo, there are a lot of beautiful Tosins. Like I've not met a Tosin babe. Oh, true. Our last guest was Tosin. Oh, but it wasn't even about that. It wasn't even about that. But like, I have a crush on Tosin, man. Let me just put that out there. You know?
On which Tosin?
The person that has listened to this, it's not you, but I have a crush on
Oh, that's a violation right there.
Wait.
you. I
Guys,
love
one sec.
Like, even like the whole Ebube DKP, the reason why I asked that is like it's purely from Nollywood. I won't cap. Like Peter Dochi, his title is usually Ebube DK. I don't know, and that name just sounds
Sorry,
like
Emmanuel.
authority.
Sorry. Can we go back to the rubbish you said before you change the topic? The fact that you say you have a crush on it, say with your chest. Then you had the fact
who
that
the
they
toast
call out.
is?
Yeah, no. I'm not saying who the Tosin is,
Okay.
but just the fact that you felt it was right for you to say if you're listening, it's not you, which means you are talking to several Tosins. What is wrong with you?
This guy is a problem.
Ew. No, but the thing is that like sometimes like people be listening and be like, what are you talking about me? So like I just have
What?
to just throw a bone and whoever catches it. So
So what if like multiple Tosins message you now? How are you going to sort out this issue?
I already said it. Monogamy is a Western construct, man. So like I'm out here, I can accommodate all of y'all.
Aye, good. Okay.
We'll just split it at 7 days in a week. It's fine. Just one money, but 7 days in a week.
Guy, no problem. Yeah, I don't think I just
I'm joking. I heard there's a little bit of cricket, but yeah, I'm joking.
No, because Didi is not ready for your wild anymore. If you don't,
We didn't even introduce ourselves. Do you even
Yeah,
know
that's
what
true.
it will be?
yeah, we didn't even introduce ourselves. Alright, Malpi, do you want to?
Down to go? Sure. Yeah, so it's Emmanuel, aka Manny P. But at this point, it's probably Manny P, aka Emmanuel. But yeah, you get the memo. You hear the yarn again, as I usually do. I open the ground, open up the floor for chooks.
This guy just extra. Yo, it's Chooks, the natural one of Ebony State. You know what? I've actually embraced this title at this point, man. You
Yeah,
guys
retire that name, man.
Yeah. And Didi, Daluchuku.
Hi everyone, welcome to Foyan's Only Podcast. It is Queen D, Dalu Chuku, Didi, Dalu, talking to you, Manny D. Oops, I almost forgot that name. But yeah, talking to you. So yeah, let's get it.
Alright, man. Oh yeah, Manipi dropped a list of today we're getting into some political talk about the happenings in
Actually,
Nigeria. So
sorry,
we have like
before we-
so yeah, Didi.
Before we get into that, Manny P last episode, Manny P had like stories to tell us. Manny P, do you want to tell us one of them? This guy has been going through a lot in his life. Do you want to share? You don't want to share.
No, I have to remember on the spot. I can share. I just have to remember. What are we talking about? Okay, I shared the club one. Oh,
Yeah.
true. I shared the club one. So if you guys are, yeah, okay. Next one is basically like, I don't know, like on the same day. Okay, storytelling mode. Okay. So yeah, man, like it was a Saturday evening, this past Saturday and stuff. Like me and my boys were trying to catch a vibe, right? So we basically decided to hit up a restaurant, and then after the restaurant, we went clubbing. So we made my way down to Toronto because, I mean, if you know me, you know I'm Mississauga's daddy. So I live in Mississauga.
I'm sorry, you're what?
But yeah, Saga's daddy, Mississauga's daddy.
Saga Daddy. Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man. My mouth is paining because I literally just finished work, my body. But yeah. So we decided to,
Sorry, your
go out
mouth
to
is paining
eat.
because you just finished work. What kind of work do you do, your mouth?
Yo, Didi. Let's
Sorry.
just see.
Are we going to get through this story or not?
I don't even know, man.
He's very slow. He just needs to
Nah, but
talk.
my-
What?
I'm gonna talk now, Didi. Give me a chance, man.
I am sorry.
Okay, but anyways, my mouth is active. You can interpret that however you like. Well, yeah. So basically, we made our way to the restaurant now. Called the
Yeah.
Keg. If you know Toronto, the Keg is like a popular restaurant here in Toronto. Got there. We were chill. There were like four guys. There were some other guys on a different table. First of all, actually reverse. I walked in now, looking like a snack and all of that. The I could already see eyes and stuff like just circulating around our group. But I was really like, normal P now, nothing to really make of it. Usual occurrence. So the waiter like sat us down like behind like some group of girls, like 4 or 5 babes. And like me and my guys were just like chopping it up, we're just catching up and all of that. Then the girls turned, like literally they turned to us and they're like, "Oh hey," and all of us were like, "Oh hey, like what's up?" Like it was pretty
Yeah.
random because usually we just literally went there to eat. But after like yanni, they saw our vibes. So like they left their table, they joined our table. We are just all like getting to know each other, just in the spirit of vibing Saturday night out. Then there was one babe, like one particular babe that was chatting to only me. So I was like, okay, maybe this babe is interested in the boy or whatever.
Yeah.
So we started yarning and stuff, and then the babe was not like, you guys like that. Everyone like you guys look calm, but me, I look like I'm a player in this group. And I was like, huh? What do you mean player? She's like, yeah, you look like you play girls. Basically, I was like, oh, I don't know what to make of that because to me, like everyone plays a game, but like the P's just don't be easy to get played.
That's what you told her.
That's what I told her straight up. I was like, yo,
Okay.
please,
Okay.
And okay, like story. I don't know where the story is heading to, Sha, but like right after that, like one of my other female friends came through, and she basically said the same thing. Like she was like
So do
basically
you
like
feel?
I'm
Do you
giving player
feel?
vibes.
Do you feel? The original babe, once your other female friend came through, do you feel she had her opinion was justified as soon as she saw
When the other
female?
girl came.
Yeah.
I mean, the appeal with me is that like, I mean, I'm a man of the people, so I can't really help it if I have like women around me and stuff.
Nah,
So-
shall work the hungry you. Nah, shall work the hungry you.
Because like as soon as like we're there like we're there yarning, and then she saw me ordering Uber for someone, so she was like, "What's up?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just getting an Uber for one of my friends. She's coming through." And Bill was like, "Yo, is that your girl or whatever?" I was like, "Obviously, I'm not gonna say yes." I was like, "Nah, that's she's just a friend of the group." And then as soon as the babe came, that other babe dipped. So like they literally exchanged places, which was calm, like fine by me.
Wait,
Like,
but they didn't see each other.
nah, they didn't see each other. It was just
Okay,
like
okay.
right before the other girl came, one left and one went to
Perfect
go sit
timing.
down. Perfect timing. You know one of those now that like the babe will sleep over now and then she's by the time she like.
I
she
don't
gets
know one
back-
of those. I do not know one of those. Don't bring me to your fuckery.
Yo, you know this P, bro. Like, baby will sleep over. By the time she's leaving in the morning, other walk of shame P, another baby's coming literally like a few minutes after. Like, they probably bumped into each other in traffic.
I'm sorry, what?
One of those. This P has never happened to you before.
Who is
Wait,
you?
who is you? Like, no, I'm so confused.
Chooks.
Oh, who? Chooks? No.
Yo,
I'm not
okay,
involved
let me,
in that.
okay, another very, I didn't get the proper time to hear my voice, but another quick story. This one I used to live with my sisters. Right?
Yeah.
And back then I used to wild out. I won't even cap, man. So like, I had a babe over now. Don't ask me what we did, Sha, but she was over. She slept over. And like my sister saw her because my sister, I think she was my sister does something medicine related, Sha. So I think she
Yeah.
came back in the morning from her shift or whatever. So she basically like saw the babe leaving, like the babe was like, "Oh hey, what's up?" Blah blah blah, and like they said hi and whatever. That girl left, and then literally like 20 minutes after, another girl walks in and like walks up the stairs, and she's like, "Oh hey, what's up?" And I said, "Oh hey." So then, I also was so funny, man, because she literally also want babe dip it, so that babe leave. But that babe
Did you guys have a conversation after that?
No, it was normal P, man. Like she knew I wasn't with any of them. Like my sister's an OG. Like it wasn't awkward or anything. We never spoke about it. It was just like just always an unwritten rule that everyone just minds their business.
But it was just funny.
So,
But it's actually that's
funny,
that's
man. Like,
funny,
oh hey, what's up? And
bro.
different babe. And like she was an OG because she didn't even like when she just love that babe. Sometimes some babes can just react funny and you'll be like,
that's what Didi would do. If Didi was there, Didi would not be like, wait, were you here in the morning? I think I saw you earlier. I think I saw you earlier.
I
Just
would do
cast
that.
you.
But apparently my mom heard about that because my mom was asking me like months after. Like, oh yeah. And I was like, I should have debunked it, man. I was like, they were my friends. They came to come and collect something.
Me, I will blackmail you and make you pay me so that I will not cast you.
I was a small boy. I'll literally tell my mom that, I had 2 girls over.
Who cares about your
What's she
mom? I'll
going to
cast to the babe.
Like,
When
who are
that
you
babe's coming, I'm
reporting
like,
to?
oh my god, hi, so nice to meet you. Can I get your number? And I will come, oh nice to meet you. Can I get your number? And I'll not do a video, a timeline, an Instagram reel of all the girls. Doom, 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 doom. And I'll blackmail you. Or even
That's
one
fine
of the
now.
girls.
There are more women than men in this world now. On to the next.
Wait, are there more women than men in this world?
Yes.
No, there are more men than women, like slightly more.
Men. Me, I've always heard women. This one's a new theory.
That's more women. Okay.
It's like, is it like 52 to 48 or 51? It's almost 50-50.
Wait, because me, I've always been reassuring myself that don't worry, I'll be fine. Last, I'm multiple women for me. So hearing this now is crazy. Maybe I should be struggling with guys for babes, man. I don't
You
know.
don't see.
Yeah, like slightly more.
Slightly more men than women. So I'm guessing. I'm guessing why. Probably China plays a big role because of the whole one-child policy.
Huh?
Oh, true.
Because China is one of the most populated countries in the world now. So by default, they probably tilted the whole thing because of the one-child policy.
So they have that policy that they can only have one child.
And they were now
more
typically
times.
giving birth to like guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that probably tilted everything.
I feel like in the villages of Nigeria, that one-child policy does not count when each person has like 10 wives. Each wife has like 6 children. So I really don't understand. But okay.
Yeah, but like Nigeria is not one of the most populated countries in the world. China has like over 1 billion people. That like tilts. That like runs.
Yeah. I know there's scarcity of women in China, but I thought in the world generally, I always thought women were more. That's interesting.
So why do you sound sad about this?
Bro, because now I actually cannot just be allowing babes to just dip like that, man. Like, I mean, a normal P, like 1, 2, 3, the babe just does any rubbish, I'll be going now, on to the next. But now I'm like, my odds are not really, so I have to like hold on to them. I'll say, I beg, please forgive me. Let's make this work.
Let's make this work. But yeah, guys. Manny P, you drop a list of what we're running through today. So
nigga, you saw the list too, man.
Yeah. Can you help us? Can you help us break down the list of what we're talking about today?
I literally just told you that my mouth is paying me, guy.
You can't hear the way the guy is talking. He's talking like I think his mouth has been busy for like months. Even when he's talking, Emmanuel, I said I slept off with your story. He's just like, so the thing.
Normally, I usually have more energy, man, but honestly, like, guy, you know me now, man.
We don't know you. Your mouth, the way your mouth is just moving right now, I want to just hush.
Okay. The first one would be what are hashtag millennial issues? Can you delve into that? What's that?
That's unrelated, bro. So
he was making fun of me.
Oh my fucking god! Oh my god! I'm so sorry.
Let's give some context now. So I was asking the guys because everybody, like, you said you're down to record, right? So I was asking like Didi and Chooks, like, what do you guys think? Are you guys down to record? And I was like, I was like, she wants to hop on the pod. So then Didi read everything, and she was now like, So an episode, so she was like an episode on politics. Also to hop on. Oh, didn't know you meant to record. So my mind, I was like Didi, are you like 30 years old? You don't know hop on means to record.
When
So,
someone says, bro, like when someone says, "Oh, I'm going to hop," like where you said was, "Oh, she's down to hop on." I'm like, okay, no problem, no wahala. You didn't mean, "Oh, down to hop on now." You didn't say that, or down to hop on tomorrow. Just because someone wants to hop on, you have to specify when they want to hop on. So it's giving illiteracy vibes right now. Let me tell you the truth. It is like even the way you're speaking. But
anyways,
yeah,
so I was like hashtag millennial issues, hashtag millennial Gen Z divide. Move on.
last boy, last boy.
Wait, guy, wait, so random, I beg. Which generation is Gen Z again, I beg? Just curious.
That's
That's
us,
like
man.
from 19, like there's the
Yeah.
zillennials, like so people who are born like 96, 97, like between 95 and 97, they call themselves zillennials. So like it
Mm-hmm.
depends on like if they're like if someone's the last child in their family and they're born between that time frame, they're more likely to act like millennials than someone who's the first child in their family who's born in that time frame. They're more likely to act like Gen Z people. But like from
Uh-huh.
like 1998 down, they're like proper Gen Z. Then like the early 90s kids, those are the millennials.
Uh-huh. So we're all Gen Z here. This Emmanuel. Make you know piss me
Didi,
off. Oh.
Didi, you're not Gen Z though.
Don't talk.
Let's not out. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say your birthday, but like now, Didi. Let's stop this thing.
Emmanuel, please save your breath. Let's start.
But
So
yeah, let's get into
I
it,
mean,
man. Let's get into
let's
it.
get into it. What are we talking
Uh, the,
about today, y'all?
We're starting
yeah,
with
let's
the
start.
funniest video on the web right now, on the Nigerian web right now. Amaechi's campaign video.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ebube, what's your take on that? What's your take on?
to be honest,
By the way, what party are you leaning towards any party? Even before we go into this,
to be quite honest with you, I really do not like the APC because as far as I'm concerned, the country is really in a mess and they have nothing to offer us. But then the thing is that I tend to look at it on a candidate by candidate basis because there are some states where the PDP isn't fielding any good candidates. So there's really no point supporting them. And there are
Okay.
also some states where the PDP is in a mess. So like it only makes sense to support the All Progressives Congress in that situation. So it's a case by case candidate. But like the All Progressives Congress, they really have nothing to offer us. But then when you talk about Amaechi, the thing is that when you're running for president, 2019 elections they're a defining moment in Nigeria's like time frame because it really like changed the political landscape. And for someone like Rotimi Amaechi now, like people like Amaechi that lost out like
Hey, what
woefully in
government
the
name?
like
Rotimi
someone like him that
Amaechi.
like he lost out woefully, like he has absolutely zero control over River State. So
Yeah.
like if you cannot control your state or have like no political influence in your state, what are you looking for in Nigeria? Like in a case whereby like even if okay, let's assume he becomes the flag bearer, he's not gonna win River State. So
He can
if his home
run.
state isn't but if his
Yeah, but
home
he's not
state
going to
doesn't
win the
support him,
state because his governor.
yeah,
I think he has beef with the governor. With
No, but he
Wike.
can
yeah.
physically run. That's what he's telling you. Like he
Oh,
can
Oh,
run.
Yeah,
oh my god! Oh my
Guys, the
god!
track star.
yeah.
He's a
Like
trackster.
if I'm being honest, like it's just telling us that should he become president, he wouldn't be taking those long medical trips to London like the way Buhari does. So he's trying to tell us that Nigeria's in good hands. Is in my control. So
Rather, he'll stay here. He'll stay back. Buhari is like going out and eating our money. He'll stay here with you and eat the
Yeah,
money. That's
yeah,
what
but
he's telling
guys,
you.
don't you think that if let's say Amici becomes president, but guys, don't you think that that's actually going to like make Wike go on a rampage? Because I think
What my
personally,
business with Winky?
guys, do you know how
no,
mad
but
Wike
no,
is?
no. Wiki is funny. Wiki makes me laugh. Like he's steady providing us with memes to use. Like you gotta love the guy. Can't lie. And him and his live band, shout out to them. They make commercial like yeah.
Yeah, have you seen the one where the
Oh,
girl was holding cutlass?
oh no, he has a lot. There was one where like they were singing. I don't know. Can I play it? Would it work?
Yeah, you can play.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. He's always like, "Don't come near me, oh. Don't come near me at all, at all." Okay, let me play.
Wait, one second.
Can you hear?
Yeah.
You're gonna frustrate you. Okay,
There's that one. No, but like and then the thing is that like he's very direct in his politics, and then if your home state is not going to support you, then who should support you? Like so, like that's why like Amaechi. To be fair, so Amaechi is telling us that he can physically run. Rocha Sokorocha promised us that we should board his aircraft, though that there might be slight turbulence here and there, but we trust that he's in control.
Well, Rochas is running too.
Yeah, Rochas is running. Dave Umahi is running from. And why everybody is running?
Sorry, wait. Could you just repeat what you said? Could you just repeat what you said for the guys in the back? Can you repeat what you said?
No more respect for the office of presidency, man.
Please, could you repeat what you said? What?
The governor of Ebonyi, he left the PDP to APC because in quote Buhari in quote promised him to give him the presidential ticket, so he decamped and saying that he's praying that Nigeria gives us a president just like Buhari. Shawike responded that how can a governor come out and say that Nigeria deserves another president like Buhari? Even the president knows you're lying. That person should go for psychiatric check. You get any like Wike's clapbacks kind of like big ups to him, but I mean I don't see the guy going anywhere because the guy is I don't know how the guy is lucky, I don't know how he was able to return as Minister of Transportation, but he's lucky, like he's really lucky.
Yeah. But in terms of the whole the whole zoning thing, it's meant to come to the south, Abi, by default this year. Or the next presidency.
The thing is that zoning is interesting because APC they don't really hold zoning so deep. So the essential part of zoning is to give every geopolitical zone in Nigeria like a relatively like a big office, essentially something to call their own. So the PDP zoned the national chairman office to North Central. So that's YOUUU. But then YOUUU, when he took office, he said that he actually signed. He said that should the party zone presidency to the north, he would happily resign, and then it would go to somebody in the south.
Yeah.
But then APC now also zoned their because IU is from North Central. APC or is it IU? I think he's still so their names are hard to pronounce. If I'm being honest with you. So they also zoned theirs to the North Central. So it's the former governor, is in Nasarawa State or so. That guy is like 80 years old, and his office, he can't even climb the stairs. So they apparently had to relocate his office to the press center on the ground floor, so he wouldn't climb the stairs. And that's the person that's leading a party. I don't even understand. So like that means that it automatically should come to the south. So if the presidency comes to the south, then the vice presidency also automatically go to the north. But then the thing is that Northerners are predominantly Muslim and Southerners are predominantly Christian. Even though the Southwest, there's a healthy mix of both Christians and Muslims. But the thing is that in Nigeria of today, you cannot fly a Muslim ticket. People need to dead this whole plea that MK Abiola was a Muslim and his vice president was a Muslim. Nigeria of 1992 and Nigeria of today are two different things.
Yeah.
Okay, even Nigeria of 2015 and Nigeria of today are two different things. It's not going to fly.
Yeah.
And people are saying that the speaker is Muslim, deputy speaker is Muslim. Like, it's easier to convince like House of Rep members to look outside religion, but they're talking about like plain voters. How are you going to convince them? And the Yoruba Muslims don't really have it easy, if I'm being honest with you, because like they are quite notorious for playing politics with religion. So that's why Tinubu has it hard, because Tinubu has to pick if Tinubu is going to run, he has to pick a Christian running mate from the north. How many Christian states are there in the north? And then Buhari is from northwest, so you are looking to northeast. I think Darius Ishako, the governor of Taraba State, is Christian, but what's Taraba like? There's really no Taraba politician on the federal level.
But that's kind of like Bayelsa now with Goodluck's P. Bayelsa was just some next South state.
But the thing is that
significant South state.
Goodluck had power of incumbency. So because he was acting president. He was acting president. So he had like that was on his side for him to run. So it just made sense. Since he's already there, he might as well. That kind of thing.
When I'm looking at when he was VP. Like when they took him as
Yeah, like
VP, when your
oh
dad
yeah,
took him. Yeah.
yeah, that's true. I don't know why your advice like rationale behind that. To be fair, but like it worked out well for him in the end.
They
I
said it
heard
is
that.
Good Luck's mother came out to say how what happened. How Good Luck used to be assistant class captain. Then the class captain fell sick. He became class captain. Then they picked. That's what happened to him for his presidency too. I'm telling you the truth. I'm literally telling you.
But there's how
Mine
you
is
tell
like,
that story, and it starts sounding sketchy. Like, no, you as
yeah.
but you get that kind.
Oh, you see the
Yeah,
part
yeah,
of
that
yeah.
is it going somewhere?
But
But like
my
things
but
are like
mine is like, sorry. Oh, okay, go
huh?
ahead. Okay, so mine is just like, why is it PDP and APC we all just keep talking about?
No, but
I
see
think
the
that's
thing is
the
that
thing.
let's face reality here. There's in every multi-party democracy in the world, there's always two major parties. Like I'm just happy that like where are you gonna get the resources to really like float? Like in Nigeria, there's except Anambra State, because Anambra, like as far as I'm concerned, they're not really part of Nigeria because they've been controlled by ABGA for like the longest time.
Yeah,
And
those guys are
even in
Biafrans, man.
Benin, God,
Manny P, Manny
Oh,
P,
sorry, they're
please.
Israelites.
No, no,
I heard the
no.
Anambra guys, man, that kidnapping in that side. That those guys really love money,
oh yeah,
man.
IPOB, they're quite
That's
prominent
my
there with
agenda.
their Monday is stay at home orders and stuff like that. But then the thing is that like ABGA, they've been controlled. Like there's like alternative parties like Labour Party, ABGA, there's Accord Party, but those are on a small scale. So like they
But
don't really have influence. Like
something else I've noticed is all these parties, all these smaller parties, when they end up winning, apart from Abga, because Abga controls Anambra, when they end up winning by the chance, any chance they end up winning, the candidate ends up switching to like one of the
of course
bigger parties.
that's because the seats these alternative parties win, there's like what the National Assembly seats most of the time. You're talking about like House of Representatives and Senate. You're going to be the only person in your party in that place. There's really nothing for you. You're really like so when the minority caucus is holding a meeting, you probably wouldn't be there when everything is going on because you're not in the minority, like in the largest minority party, and you're not in the
Yeah,
majority party. So
Yeah.
like what are you doing there
you
essentially?
don't even have representation.
Exactly. So you just like move on and just continue your life. It's nothing that's not common. And then the thing is that to answer this question, like why we're talking about these major parties, the thing is that regardless of how educated or enlightened a lot of social media political analysts are, and they think they are with their thousands of followers and everything, we need to face reality here is that we are really at the mercy of the uneducated people in society. How do you expect somebody who lives in a core village in Katsina State to know the logo of ABGA or of Accord Party?
Abga isn't it only
Besides,
functioning in Anambra State, basically?
yeah,
Bro,
like,
guy,
but
Manny
like,
P, leave this
but
Abga
It's
issue.
only functioning in Anambra State.
Focus on the issue
Onitsha.
here.
Head
Which is
head
why
head
they
office
have
on
they have
head
that's why
office
they
on
have
Onitsha.
broom. They have
no,
broom as
The head
well.
office is not in Onitsha. What's the capital of Anambra State?
Other district office or where? What are we talking about now? It's only in the east
no, but
now.
like, no, but then the thing is that like this, like on the ballot paper, ABGA, regardless of how tiny they are in Anambra, it might shock you that these guys may have presidential candidates, but then and
To
then
go and do what?
they would really,
I was watching
do
that
you know,
video when they were like, okuko, that means chicken,
no,
hen,
because no,
okuko
like that's because like ABGA logo is really a chicken,
is a chicken,
but
yeah.
then yeah, and then the thing is that
Oh
like
boy,
if you deep it, yeah, like fun fact, the one of the board of directors of my secondary school, which is also Chick's secondary school, the guy ran for president of Nigeria in 2015. So
Jeez.
everybody has their
who is
reason for
that?
running.
I
Like
bet what's his name, I beg. I don't even know
I
who you're
can't
talking
remember,
about, but
but
I just said cheese.
it was
Wait, what
like one
party?
of these. I don't even know, but it was like one of these like it was Mr. Anu Akoya that was saying it that like why when we talking about his candidacy, I was just like I beg,
Could not
because I'm
stand a
just more
chance.
important. Yeah, but like the things that like running for election, everyone has their reasons for running. Like you don't might not want to win. For example, now if I'm a TEDx speaker, I like to go out a motivational speaker, I will pick up form just so that I can increase my booking fee. Because by the time you see my full name, you now see underneath former presidential candidate for Africa's most populous nation. People look at me like, she knows what she's saying. But if you really know what's happening, like, this one did not have a chance.
Yeah,
but like
Sarah
booking
Jibril,
fees still.
Shout out to Sarah Jibril. Shout out this new one that came out too under the canopy of okay, no, sorry.
This guy's about to say some nonsense.
I don't remember but actually live, man. But there's this new babe that's coming out to run, man. Good luck to her. But,
wait, I think I know the person you're talking about. There's this picture of her wearing like a blue skirt suit with blue Manolo blannets, and she had this like wineish turban. She's like 38
she was
or
dressing
something.
very, very nice. Like she dressed,
Wait, it's not the elderly woman.
No. She's relatively young.
Not Lolo.
Oh, no, okay.
No, but do you know, fun fact, man, that babe, the 38-year-old woman, her father was like former minister of state for something, and her father was like in one of
the Lolo?
Like, no,
he
the
was
younger
a thief.
woman.
Oh yeah, I heard that like her family, like she's not just a random person. She actually like she's
but like
respected
it's a
family.
bit like it would make her popular, and like it would make people to know more about her. So that can be her reason for running. She might not be running to win.
I see.
So,
okay, that makes sense.
Did you talk about Peter Obi?
Yes, I want Peter Obi to win.
Do you think that? Do you think he stands a chance?
Peter
I
Obi,
think just like
the person that like when he's not someone that like he's kind of person that you appoint to one of those economic advisory boards or all those like parastatals where like proper like Ministry of Trade and Investment. That's the kind of place you find Peter Obi. But for president, the thing that if you listen to the same argument.
But this guy that was the former governor of Lagos, Fashola and Peter Obi, those two, I feel like they had the potential of being president material. They have the potential of being president material. No, just because of like with little they gave them and what they did, it might not have been the best.
Lagos is little. Lagos has like the biggest GDP in Nigeria. Little.
No, but like the thing is that like big ups to Fashola, because Fashola nearly threatened Tinubu's political structure, because like Fashola worked like if you notice, Tinubu doesn't pick politicians to be governors of Lagos State. He picks people that are technocrats and people who know nothing about politics, so that they don't like you can't really threaten him, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But like, because like if you not put someone as a politician, that can like. But the thing is that like apparently when it was like he didn't want Fashola to get a second term, but like Lagosians really wanted him. So like it was a period where like But then the things are like with Peter Obi, like one of the issues with Atiku's presidential campaign in 2019 was that Atiku did not consult the Southeast before picking Peter Obi. Peter Obi is not the most senior Southeast politician in the People's Democratic Party. He's actually Senator Ike Ekwuremadu. He's the most senior person because he was Deputy Senate President for 12 years.
But can you do the job? It's not about seniority. Can you do the job?
No, but but then with vice presidency, like they don't really do much, to be quite honest, because they're not like the person who finances the campaign is the president. And then Peter Obi is not really a PDP like, because if I'm being honest, Peter Obi was the governor of Anambra State under Abga. If we're calling a spade a spade. So Peter Obi can do the job, but then can he get voters?
So I'm guessing is it that people they don't feel safe with him because this guy was part of Abga. You know the connotation with Abga is that kind the way they manipulate think that Abga are not Nigerians.
No, I don't think
that. Before Hebrew become our official language.
What? I don't think that's it though.
It's a thing where like no, my goodness, it's a thing where like can he pull votes?
He can't. He doesn't have that political clout. Like there's more than just.
If you want me to call a spade, Southeast they kind of ruled themselves out of contention from presidency because had it been that Anambra went to either PDP or APC, then you could say that okay. But in this situation whereby like Peter Obi is from Anambra State and PDP did not win that state, so like it's a bit of do you get? If you cannot deliver your state,
isn't Anambra like okay? I get the whole Peter Obi exception P.
But then Abga, like Anambra, they always vote PDP for presidency, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
They align with PDP on national level. But then when Charles Soludo won the election, Buhari congratulated him.
I was
Buhari,
surprised.
APC, Abga.
Buhari.
So don't rule it out that Soludo might decamp to APC. Should APC hold on to power at the center?
Yeah, if they try that P bar, Soludo is out. Like genuine, like Anambra people don't play about Abga. Like I personally feel
that's true.
It's too risky to do that. Soludo is way too risky.
No
but guys,
risk, no reward.
we're forgetting other candidates, like you rightly said, from Ebonyi State, who could take our nation to the promised land. David
Umahi is not a serious person, if I'm being honest with ourselves. And he's as unserious. The fact that he decamped because quote unquote Buhari promised him. Did he not know anything from God to Akpabio? Like, I think Akpabio was one of the most shocking ones because Akpabio was governor of Akwa Ibom State 2007 to 2015.
Yeah.
Then 2015, he went and picked Udom Emmanuel, who was working in Zenith Bank. I think he was like chief financial officer or something like that.
Man, shout out to Udom Emmanuel, man.
That guy, he's.
Why are you shouting him out?
No, they don't call him Mr.
He's not a good guy
for nothing. No, he's an amazing guy. He's not good. He's an amazing guy.
I'm telling you, man. Have you ever?
No, he's actually working.
Emmanuel. Have you ever met an Emmanuel that is not?
That's not the conversation, yeah, bro. That is not the conversation.
Let's call a spade a spade. Now, me try to show my work rates, man. Let's be real.
Can you be the governor of Edo State?
I will be one day, man. I've told you this P that I'm going to run for office. I'm building the groundwork.
Guy, you're not winning House of Assembly. You're not winning House of Assembly. I'm telling you that.
I'm
forget it.
Right now in my village, I've been planting seeds. That's where it starts from, man.
How? When you never get to your village, bro.
No worries. You'll soon hear the news soon. Now they say we're in blow for and go open. You'll soon hear the news soon.
Guy just says anything, bro. But guy, back to.
But I'm dead as I'm running for position.
Yeah, maybe local government chairman.
But what the fuck am I doing as a local government chairman?
You have to grow, bro. Like you can't just start with governor. You have to start from somewhere.
Okay, shout out Igwebe local government. Love y'all. But when I'm going back,
you say shout out Igwebe.
I can't even hear what he said, bro. His name was just smelling. Respect you.
Yo, fuck you, man. Chicks, fuck you, man. That's where I'm from, man. You'll get to know, man. Yo, don't worry, man. You have a president from Igwebe local government.
Guy, you cannot be president of Nigeria, bro.
Igwebe, if you hear it, okay, now because of what? Because I'm from South.
No, guy, because first of all, Edo State doesn't really produce the most trustworthy people in Nigeria now. Like, bro, your former governor was not because basically I think about Edo like Bendel. Igbinedium is not the best man to represent Nigeria on an international level.
Guy, I don't know, bro. That nigga is a different individual than me. Right now, you can trust me with your life, man. Like, bro, you can never allow your babe sleep over in my crib.
Bro, you think we should put you in charge of our national budget? Like the way you are right
bro,
now.
I was church treasurer in secondary school. Ask anybody that was NTI. 2017 to 2018, I was the church treasurer.
Your school was predominantly Muslims. Your school was there were only like 5 Christians.
Anyhow you want to say it. I've been class captain like 3 times. I was a prefect. I was church treasurer. Bro,
are you campaigning right now?
I'm showing them my workings from a young age, even before I even hit 16. I had all these positions. So what are you saying, man?
Come on, guys. Guys.
Church treasurer and beans. That time we have to allocate money to go and buy donut and puff end of year. Is it beans? They'll come and meet me. Come and allocate money towards equipment, bands, and all of that.
Manny P, have you done your NYSC?
States too. NYSC.
Did you want to run?
Did you want to run?
Yeah, I'm so down to run.
Did he behave?
Because I really do.
Behave? Don't worry, you can be my first lady. Don't worry about running.
Yeah, you can be my first lady.
yo.
No, I legit want to run because that's why my mom keeps reminding me. I just want to start like anywhere I can actually help. I just want to start from like somewhere. I'm from Delta.
Oh, I'm from Delta as well. What part of Delta?
Iboluna.
Wait, Ebube, come off it now. Your name is Ebube.
No, I'm actually from Delta State.
My sister's name is Ebube.
Wait.
So it doesn't really matter.
So you guys are my
I'm
sisters. Okay.
You ever get out?
Bro, nobody's your sister, bro. Like, fuck off.
I'm from Bedo.
Wait.
I one state before Bendel. Shout out Bendel.
Why not?
You know about
Wait,
Bendel.
Ebube, where are you from in Delta?
I'm from around that Agbo area.
I'm literally
like
from
the-
on the border, Agbo and Ed.
Oh my god, this guy likes
telling you.
familiarity, bro.
I was from I'm literally at the last
Imano,
village in Edo.
Do you speak Igbo?
Like from
Like my language literally broken Igbo. We speak
like.
is it Ika or something like that, man?
Are you joking? You want to Amika as well? That's crazy.
I'm not joking. I'm telling you, Chooks, I'm not lying. Like my literally, if not that.
Wait, so Manipi, you're my brother. You're my brother. Oh my god.
No, I cannot be your brother,
This is
guys.
so disgusting.
Yo, because even my brother's middle name is Chukuka. I've never told you guys this picture, but my language is like broken Igbo.
No, Emmanuel, like Ika is like completely like different, but then like there's a lot of similarities. Like even with like, I'll give you an example. Like Igbo people.
How do you guys
say,
greet? Can I know how you greet? Ebube, sorry to cut you off. Do I know your greeting?
Alwa, then you now say Nani.
Oh really?
You can
okay.
Say, like
ours is Ajay.
Or like, do you know like what? do you know like what like local government you're from?
Yeah, Anyocha South local government.
That means like you're on the other side of like you're closer to Asaba them. If that makes sense.
Money.
Yeah, so like you're closer to like Anambra, like to the river, the Niger River. But Emmanuel, because like I'm actually from Ibodo, but like but we're still the same Ika. But it was quite nice. But I'm yet to meet someone who actually speaks Ika like properly. Do you know this footballer is actually? Do you know this footballer is actually Ika? What's his name? Wilfred and Didi.
Yo, Ebube. Yo, thank you. Yo, when I was saying, Chooks, I told Chooks, I don't know if you listened to the episode, my dad's middle name is Ndidi. And I'm telling Chooks that Ndidi is not Igbo, it's not from an eastern state. I'm telling you my language is broken Igbo. Chooks, yo, fuck you, man. All these years, it made me sound crazy. Thank God, you hopped on this episode, man.
Emmanuel, Ika is not broken. Ika is not broken Igbo. But the thing is that, like, with Ika people here, they, like, there's a lot of, like, if I'm being honest, like, there's a lot of, like, quote-unquote hypocrisy with the way, like, we're treated. Because, like, from, like, the locals, they say, like, if you can speak Ika, they can speak Igbo. It'd be easier to speak Igbo. For example, now, like Igbo people, they'll call like a school Ulakuko, but like we would say Ulakuko, and like two in Igbo is like Abo, but we would say Ebo, and there's like a lot of differences. Like Igbo people, they'll say Kakime, then you probably say Odimma, but like we would say Olemma. But like the deeper you get into the languages, you would see like there's more like. There's a lot of difference, but like Wilfred and Didi is from Umunede, so it's like that's where like you see plenty.
So he's from Delta State.
Wait, is Wilfred and Didi from Delta or from Edo?
No, he's from like it was Bendel, yes. So
yeah,
like,
they just see it's just Babangida, Ibrahim Babangida's wife that just divided that P. Miriam Babangida. We're the same shit.
Yep. Yeah, we're in the same tribe. It's just that like
so technically, if you're part of Bendel, that means guy. Manipi, you're with us, so you're with us now.
We're not with you.
No,
if we was to break out right now, we're not going with you guys.
No,
guys, why are you running away? Like,
where would you go?
Where are you going? Like, if I'm calling a spade, if you really look at history, we were never part of Biafra because as at the time Biafra broke out, Nigeria was divided into 4. So it was north, west, east, and midwestern region. And our governor was Dennis Osadebe. And then back then, that high jump guy, I can't remember his name, but he was closely worked. He was the first person to win like Nigeria's Commonwealth medal. High jump, can't remember his name. But he was in the Biafran army. Like he was a high level person with Ojukwu at the time. But then he just saw like so many flaws in Ojukwu's plans. And then when Ojukwu was trying to convince Dennis Osadebe to join Biafra, that high jump guy, let me just Google his name. He convinced Dennis Osadebe to stay with Nigeria because like they didn't really have a navy, like they ran out of food. He really didn't have any like concrete plan to properly like lead like a Biafran war. So like that's why we're never part of Biafra, but like virtually other states in the south were.
Yeah, I
That
think
makes sense.
Delta
So,
even. I thought part of like Asaba was though, or I think they were just. I don't really know. I know
Like
Asaba had
I
a
read,
place.
there was this account I read, I think in January. It was more of like, I know like different parts were given access to like the east. When I mean giving access, that kind, they were allowing the Nigerian army to like enter
yes,
Biafra to different
Ifajunwa.
points.
That's Ifajunwa. That's the guy, Emmanuel Ifajunwa, the Nigeria's
Another
first.
Emmanuel literally saved our state, our people from slaughter.
Bro,
Shout out
let
Emmanuel.
me tell you a
Yo,
fun
shout out
fact.
Emmanuel.
If you walk down the street in any city in the south, you're going to see one in 10 people, 1 in 5 people are going to be named Emmanuel.
And they're all lovely individuals. All lovely.
No. I will bring out some Emmanuels that are criminals right now, bro. They don't love you.
Yo, but this is crazy. This is crazy discovery, man. I'm just mostly happy about, because you're probably listening to this P and Chooks every episode makes me seem crazy for saying Bufen Didi is not Igbo. Like,
No, he's
I'm telling this guy this P. I've been telling this guy this P. The guy, because Igbo guys are not shy. You know now when they're, you know if they're Igbo now, red shoes, pink top, you know all this color this thing.
Yeah.
This type of things. It doesn't do any of that, man. You should have known he's not your brother.
Emmanuel, your cultural, your traditional attire, is it just white? Is it aquacha that you wear as well?
Mine is aquacha.
Yeah.
He doesn't know. Emmanuel doesn't know. He doesn't
And
know.
he wants to run.
I know.
And he wants to run. He wants to run for local government chairman. He doesn't know what
God.
See, by the time I'm ready, Nigeria would be advanced in the sense that I don't have to know all these things. If it's language, I'll have translator.
But that's very offensive. You know that.
I don't know the language though. Like, I'm not going to
go and learn. Go and learn.
Bro,
but my if you
translator, I'll show.
If you relocate to your village
Emmanuel,
today, in two years
Emmanuel,
you'll learn it.
No, Emmanuel, like fun fact, there's even an Ika dictionary out there.
For real? Okay, I
So
beg, please send.
I
Because
beg you, you won't really
I know my
listen.
dad,
Why
like
is he
my friends,
listening?
when they're traveling to the village, if they want to use airport, instead of using Benin Airport, they use Asaba Airport because it's closer to my village.
Yes, closer, yeah.
My father brought book. He brought this book about our country, about our state. He had so many copies in the house. They had like 2 copies downstairs, 4 copies, everybody's room. I remember that book about YOUUU people. Tell me what we know. I still know some things better than Emmanuel, but like he was just so dramatic. Guys, everywhere you go, you see that book.
Emmanuel, if you want to meet like that, like to be fair, like Ika people, you know, in finance, Jim Ovia is Ika as well.
Yeah, I know now.
Damn.
The CBN,
even this guy, even the CBN MF Philip, the guy is, I used to yarn Chooks that the guy is my popsies guy now, bro.
Yeah, he's Ika as well, the chief of defense staff.
Why guys like as if Ika is like, you cannot find.
We they show our workings, man. We they show our workings.
But they are, but they are there. They exist. Like, but the way you put accent, I can see.
If I start calling out my Igbo people now, guys will start. But it's calm, no problem.
I don't have stomach upset. Please don't call those names.
But like the thing is that like kind of like it's quite nice because I would have never thought that Emmanuel was Ika. I would have never thought because like you find it.
I'm disappointed
because we're very small. Like we're such a small tribe, and then like when you just meet someone else that's like, oh my gosh, like you finally met your kind. Because like it's very easy for Yoruba people to meet them. So like, oh, they're from Ibadan, they're from Osun, they're from Akure. When at most you just say, oh, they're from Delta, they probably say that they're from Warrior Urobo. But like when you find someone that's from like the actual tribe,
that's actually a smaller tribe, you know.
Yoruba people is not hard for them to meet themselves. One day they say, Ejo.
Yes, Haludin. Yeah.
But I've only met one person in my whole life that's from Ibulu. That's so true. I really understand.
Exactly, yeah, you were hyped, right?
I wasn't hyped, so I was. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, disconnected.
You're right.
Yeah.
I was like, was I? But yeah, I know what you mean. Makes sense.
But even Nigerian footballers,
makes sense.
Even elders in the church.
We're not going into this.
Elders
we're not going into this.
I don't know if you remember that Nigeria's left back.
Bro,
Very
he
responsible man.
he wasn't our best left back we've had, but I don't know what he's saying. Like, bro.
Yes,
But okay,
yeah.
go off,
Emmanuel,
King.
talk your shit. Talk your
Yo, I'm
shit.
telling you, man. In terms of
Bro,
football, we did.
Ebube,
Finance, we
literally,
did.
but literally, Manipi and I will have like a FaceTime conversation, an hour, just going back and forth about this conversation. Like, thankfully, they've never made it to the pod. Else, yeah, would have gotten cancelled since.
No, my comments on Biafra, I don't think anybody wants to hear that, man.
Gotten cancelled. But yeah, Ebube, what's your take on Osibanjo running?
Everyone knew he was gonna run. It was like
For what?
it's nothing shocking. For president,
shocked.
You say for what?
Is it not him that? No. What's he doing? What does he think he's doing?
This sounds like you have no intention of getting your PVC, and as a patriotic Nigerian, I'm going to
Abeg,
ensure
shut
that you
your
get your PVC.
mouth. What are you
Like,
saying?
I'm going to ensure. Manipi, you
No.
too. You too that you
What's
never
he running
vote.
for? Is
No,
it
but
not
I
him
actually
that
want to
went?
vote too.
What's he actually running for? I really
he's
don't
running for
understand.
President, no?
He's running for president.
Is he being serious? What did he do? Even where he is now, what did he do? No, this is the one that's pissing
We
me
actually
off.
has a lot of
Any other
support.
person
Too.
can run.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the final say. If he
No,
says something and
but
Buhari says, "Yo, stop it," he can't do
you
anything now,
don't see.
guy.
He
the
never
thing-
even
the
said
thing-
anything. He doesn't say
The thing
anything.
with
What do you
the
mean?
thing with because I know earlier on someone mentioned something about zoning here. Here's the thing why, like, if we're being honest, presidency should be zoned to the either the south or the southeast, and I'll tell you why. APC, they have done a terrible job in zoning so far. Okay, let's look at 2015. President Buhari, Katsina State, Northwest. Vice President Yemi Oshibanjo, Southwest. Okay, Senate President Bukola Saraki, North Central. Speaker of the House of Representatives, Yakubu Dogara, Northeast. Deputy Senate President Ike Kremadu, Southeast. Deputy Speaker Yusuf Lasso, Southwest. Where was South in all of this? Question mark. We're still searching for today.
Question mark. Oh.
Let's look at 2019 to 2023.
No justice
President
for my
Buhari,
people, man.
President Buhari, Northwest. Vice President Yemi Oshibanjo, Southwest. Senate President Ahmed Lawan, Yobe State, Northeast. Speaker of the House of Representatives Femi Gbajabiamila, Southwest. Okay, Deputy Senate President Ove Omoagege, South. Deputy Speaker
That's Southeast.
Idris Wase. No, Idris Wase.
Sorry.
Omoagege. No, he's actually
Respectful man.
Urubu.
Oh, very respectful.
Then Deputy Speaker is Idris Wase, North Central. Where is Southeast in all of this? Question mark.
Thank you.
Now let's look at this. The Southwest, they've had vice presidency for 8 years and like they really have nothing to show for it. This same Southwest, okay, they have in 2015, 2019, they were deputy speaker. Now they are currently the speaker, the number 4 man. So now they are currently holding the number 2 and the number 4 man in position in Nigeria today. What have they done with this? So why not? Tell me exactly why should they now get the number 1 man slot?
See,
like
that's
if I'm being like why, like this is it. And if it asks me like in a fair society is way overdue. The presidency should actually return to the southeast because they have not smelled that office right since
the start. Since Zeke.
Big Z.
So
since Big Zeke, the proper.
Big Zeke. I have one.
Don't say what you want to say. Just leave it like that. Just leave it like.
I mean, part of the reason why we're even still in all these. After the pod, I'll say what I want to say, man.
So like that's
they
why
formed
like,
one allegiance back in the day with some people.
You can't hold yourself from saying this, Abi. You don't want to leave this. You don't want to leave this.
This one is problematic, but after a break.
So like that's why like the whole like so even if at all like the kid, so why should they now send it to the southwest? Okay, now Oshibanjo now with his 8 years as VP, like when I got to the part in his declaration video that Nigerians have enjoyed better infrastructure, better security, I was like, are we joking here? Like in Nigeria, like the thing is that like someone on Twitter said something and they said that instead of you to complain about this government, you think you are connected, you are benefiting. Like party jollof, it will go round. That's what somebody said. And like just like it has gone round though. And then I remember even like
the infrastructure, it was good luck now. Good luck's time they started it. He just commissioned
President,
most
I'm
of the
yet
things.
I'm yet to see a project that Buhari has started and finished by himself.
Yeah.
But then even as
You
that,
guys,
like even
that
when
Osibanjo is baffling my brain. I'm actually really angry. So after 8 years, he still wants to do this again. Why are people wicked? Like even and then his daughter will now be posting on Instagram. Instagram influencer, speak to your daddy.
Report that
This is
babe.
not
She still has an active account. I would have
You guys
reported
said
her,
that's
like
not
every
that
day,
big.
man.
Wait, is she
Every
popular?
day I would have been coming to report her.
yes,
Yeah.
Like what does she do? What does she
His
do?
daughters are they hang out with popular people. in
What are their
Lagos.
names?
They are very popular.
no,
Let me
to be
even see
fair,
their account.
the only one that's in everybody that's out there is Kiki Oshibanjo.
Kiki.
Yeah.
But Buhari's
Okay.
children, like
You don't even know them.
Wait,
there's
her
like
name is
Zara
Kiki
Buhari.
Osibanjo. Yeah.
Like it's called
Yeah.
Insola, but like the username is Kiki Oshibanjo.
Yeah. Like,
This
are you
says
being
But like
serious?
no, but like the things that
So-
like this government, like you can't even say that like because like when Bala Mohammed declared to run for president, he's in the PDP. He said that there's
Bala
a lot
Mohammed
of
too.
insecurity. There's a lot of insecurity in the northeast, so the president should come from there to appease that. Do you know why that's a very stupid statement?
That's
Okay,
crazy.
President Buhari from Katsina State. It's in that same Katsina State that they kidnapped over 600 boys. Okay, let's assume that if you are connected, you have security, you are okay and everything. It's in this same Katsina State that a commissioner was brutally murdered in his own house, and they now found his body days later in Buhari's home state.
And
So
if we're even
if
talking
Buhari took
about
someone, then look at some of the aides now said that Buhari's aides said that shows it that Buhari is an impartial Nigerian, that even his own state is not enjoying preferential treatment. I'm like, are you dumb? Are you right? Like, you can see that there is like just shamelessly like defend. See, at this point in time, the only campaign tactic because even like Seun Okinbaloye, he's a really popular political journalist. He hosts Politics Today. So him and this other lady, I can't remember her name, they were meeting with Buhari. Seun Okinbaloye said that by all economic indicators, so he mentioned that when he took office, dollar was 197. Now dollar is like 400 and something. Unemployment rate has gone up by 3 bounds. He mentioned how inflation is skyrocketing, cost of every like he said that by all economic indicators, your administration is not doing worse, is doing worse than the methods. Buhari said he opened his mouth and said, well,
I remember.
I don't know where you're getting your figures from, but
We have to go back to the farm.
is it that
to go back
channel's that Arise TV guy?
We
Bro,
need to go back to the
that shit
farm.
was so funny. That was my favorite
Wait.
Buhari interview. That was my
Is it
favorite
the
Buhari
Arise
interview.
TV?
No, this was not Rise TV. This was that one that they previewed that they had like preset interview questions. It was not recorded, so they now the edits.
Oh,
Bro.
no, and then
When you people be
you
putting
need to-
illiterates up there, illiterates like
Baba.
for real though. Somebody said that if you're saying for someone to get job in Nigeria, even the basic, they have to go to school, they have to have
it
that.
was this
Why
this
did
house of
why
rep, it
did
was a
that?
woman. She's from Oyo.
Yes.
Like if the
Oh my
minimum
God.
requirement that you must have an NYSC for you to get a job, why must WAEC be the minimum requirement for you to be
for
president?
presidency.
It makes no
for
sense.
presidency.
I didn't even know that was a requirement. I didn't even know that was minimum requirement. But that's very foolish. Like who are
Was
people
Buhari
setting
now
this? Are you
when
guys
he-
being serious?
When he
There's
got
so-
elected,
do you
they're
know-
looking for his NYC now.
And I really hate
Like
the
the
fact
guy
I don't think
from
it's
something and
age.
the guy-
Yeah. I really don't think it's age because I think it's the illiterates that are doing that because there are even people that are Buhari's age or even like younger
Yeah,
and older than
yes,
us that are
yes.
still educated. They are literally so educated.
Yeah.
They can
Like
take
if I'm
it.
being honest, you're even going too far. We don't even know if Buhari has WAEC.
Yeah, I think it was white,
Like,
so
if-
they're looking for, not NYC.
We don't like there's like the guy has like different versions of WAEC. Like when he quote unquote wrote WAEC, Hausa language was not offered as a subject, but that man got A1. How I don't even know.
How?
I don't let's
2
you
plus
know
3
you know
equals
you know
4.
make
All these
even
guys.
it doesn't make sense, but you know in this administration anything is possible. See, APC kind of like they if you look at that track, they be shocking you. How do I put it? Like yeah, Bello for his first tenure, that guy came 4th place in primaries, and that guy became governor. Somebody came
Wait.
fourth position,
Wait, how?
and he
How
became
do you
governor in
even-
20.
Isn't wait the primaries how it works? It's not just one person they'll put through like to represent their party.
No, okay, no, it doesn't. So there's like to run elections, elective offices are between like just executive and legislative arms of government. So for primary
Mm-hmm.
elections, like different people come out to run for the office of governor under the platform of a particular party. So it's whoever the party picks to run that they say, okay, we believe that if you go to the general elections, you can be able to convince voters to be the governor, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you have to first win
I see.
primaries, then move on to general elections. But the thing is that, like, personally, I really don't rate the APC primaries because let me give an example now. In Anambra State, Senator Andy Uba got over 200,000 votes in the primaries. They did direct primaries. But this man struggled to score 100,000 votes in general election. Bear in mind that in the primaries, only party officials,
Yeah.
carrying card holders can actually vote. So that means like in general elections, people who don't belong to any political parties will then decide who their candidate is. So now that makes me wonder that if you can gather 200,000 people to vote for in primaries, where were those people in general elections when it
In the
mattered?
general election, yeah, it doesn't add up.
So like it's not adding up. So that's
Sorry, very random. Very random. But talking about Anambra, Bianca dropped a different clip of the slap. I don't know if you have
HD,
seen
different
it.
angle.
HD,
I saw
HD.
that.
But me, I like
video,
drama,
clear.
Sha. That video, I've
Clear.
been watching it,
No,
watching
but
it.
Okay,
all those
wait.
girls, they need to go back to the drawing board, man. That slap no they connect. They need to enroll
No,
in
Huh?
no.
kickboxing classes,
like
man, because
like when I
did
was
not
even
connect
telling,
now.
I was telling Emmanuel that Ebele Obiano, she has picked up form, so she wants to go to the Senate.
She
She has to
that's on the
apologize.
Yeah,
streets. She already said that's
I
on the
Yeah,
saw that
streets.
too.
yeah.
You see that
So she
video? She said,
apologized.
yeah, a besh, yeah, a besh. She can't even speak
Yeah,
English,
guys, stop
yeah, a
mocking
besh.
me.
I was like, what the
That's
fuck
not what
is
she
that,
said.
man?
She said you.
No, she said, yeah, a besh, yeah, a besh. Or was it Igbo tongue? I don't know, man.
Bro,
Trixie, heard
I
that
don't
thing.
know, but the funniest part of the video was when they were hailing Abga or Kuko. Guys, you don't know. I don't think you guys did how funny that is.
Oh, that's what they
Okuko
were
means-
saying at the start.
Yeah, Okuko means chicken.
Yeah, Okuko
So they
means
were like,
No,
Okuko.
no, that's because it was during the inauguration now. So you know, Abga was the party that won. Like, if it was PDP, they would say PDP power.
Wait, that thing
Power
was
to the people's
inauguration.
PDP.
Yeah,
That
it
was
was
the
Soludo's
inauguration.
inauguration
Yeah.
That
now.
thing is giving
Yeah.
me like, you know all these village ceremonies. Let's say in
I
Ekpo,
literally
my
thought it
village now.
was.
Yeah,
too.
That
don't
was
you say how
like a
bullshit?
village
Don't you say how
ceremony
bullshit that play was? Stop playing.
That play was
You say how
local,
bullshit-
man. That was giving me village ceremony now.
What
Let's
do
say
you
they
mean
just want
bougie?
to.
Is it the same
Ah.
place I know? There's no
You
bouginess
you saw
there.
it right now. I was looking raz, man.
Very not bougie, I beg.
No, to be
Very
fair, like
ras.
most state inaugurations happen at like stadiums. So like it really depends how the stadium in your area is, and then depending on the crowd, there's so many things that really affect it. It might not be as pretty as it is, but that's why like so at that part it was like they were just shouting like Abga Okoko.
That's like me. I was wondering why they even put Bianca or Juku through that, man. Fine woman like that, she should not be in that place, man.
No, but Bianca is like political royalty, so she's
No,
gonna
but
be
I say
involved. Like
that place was too ras for her, man. Sorry.
Oh my god, bro. Guy, the craziest thing is okay. Wait, I have a question for you, man. What's the capital of Anambra?
Onitsha now.
You see exactly.
Or is it Oka?
This
Or is
is
it
this is
Oka?
the basis
It's
of
Oka,
the
it's
issue.
Oka,
You
it's
you
Oka,
think the
it's
capital
Oka,
of
it's
Anambra
Oka.
is Onitsha?
Oka. What the fuck am I doing with an Onitsha? Okay, it's Oka.
It's Oka.
Yeah, Oka. I pronounce it now, Oka.
That's how you pronounce it. No
Oka.
problem. Anyways, let's move on. Let's move on. It's calm. It's calm. You later on you sort out the issue you have with Anambra people. That's the thing you have to do. You sort out the issue you have with them.
But it's region wide. There's not only Anambra.
But you're good. You're good with like Ebonyi people. So I don't know.
You were saying something, Beg. You're saying that this babe has picked up Senate.
yeah,
Senate
she wants to go
tickets.
to the Senate, but like at least her saving grace is that she's from Anambra North, not Anambra South, because if she's from Anambra South, that means she's not serious because Bianca is from Anambra South. So Bianca rather hang herself. Now for that man to first comment to her face and say rubbish and then go to the
Yeah.
Senate, it ain't gonna fly with her. So
But my question is like the way like people just casually like try to go to the Senate. Like instead of, I thought like the whole political structure had like a progression. Like the way you start from like
No. Like
coordinator
the thing
Not
is that
this to that.
no,
I meant to start.
it's
I
not.
meant to start from like House of Assembly to House of Reps.
Nah, it really see there are different factors that determine if somebody can run. First things first, you need to face reality. Senate is not child's play, okay? But then again, Bianca has been first lady, so it's the same way like ex-governors. Like once you leave office as governor, you just automatically retire in the Senate.
Yeah.
But just because you were governor doesn't mean you win in the Senate. Too.
You're telling me about how is it the Oyo guy went to go and chop breakfast? The guy ran for ran for Senate thinking he would win it by a landslide.
Yeah, it's not like it's not just him. The former governor of what's his name? Former governor is it Gombe Dankwambo. He wanted to go to Senate, he lost.
That name
So
is
like
powerful. That name is so powerful.
Senate is a different. So like and then the things are like Senate, like there's so many ex-governors, ex-ministers there. So like it really depends. But then if like nobody wants elections without the hope they can't win. But as you're running for election, you need to face the reality that you can lose. Nobody's above chopping breakfast. After all, like Saraki to chop breakfast last election. So
bro,
the guy's not in the Senate
was
anymore.
hard, bro. Yeah.
No, but Saraki's
The guy's not in the Senate anymore.
Nah. Oh, like the 14 of them that decamped. Because like towards the ending, yeah, to be fair, like Saraki defied the party and emerged as Senate president, and it was the funniest thing politically happening. So like APC, they had picked that Ahmed Lawan would be Senate president and Femi Gbajami-Amila would be speaker. But then like it was AP, right? Like they didn't even give him audience. But okay, to give you a backstory, so when APC came together, yeah, like CPC, ACN, ANPP, when they all came together, Buhari was the presidential candidate, and Buhari wanted to look for running mate. Tinubu positioned himself to be Buhari's running mate. Saraki said no, because Saraki said that was looking at December of 2014-ish. Boko Haram attacks were still very fresh in the mind of Nigerians. Today, Boko Haram is still raging, but Nigerians, we have more important things to deal with. Can you imagine this government? But anyways, back to what I was saying. So Saraki said that you cannot fly Muslim tickets. Like they literally just kidnapped 100 girls. Like let's be realistic. Yeah. They now said okay, Tinubu now sat this one out. Now went and picked Oshibanjo to be the vice president. Because like Tinubu was thinking, okay, if he's vice president now, Buhari do 8 years, he will now become president, life is good and everything. Yeah. So then Tinubu already had beef with Saraki. Saraki was now eyeing Senate president. Tinubu did not even regard him. Tinubu kept denying that Saraki never came to see him. When I was reading about it, that Tambawa was like Tinubu kept denying it, but then it was like, why would Saraki lie? Saraki and I are good friends and everything. So then because that was the first time APC took office, National Assembly was like PDP were too significant to be overlooked, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. And then Saraki was bent on being Senate president. And PDP, they had there's 109 senators, and PDP, they had like 40 something, almost 50 senators, which is like a significant amount. Yeah. So then Saraki now went to the other side of the aisle. Okay, he now went and promised he took the whole PDP block votes with 7 APC senators, the sensational 7 as I called them. And then because Saraki led the NPDP bloc, so the group of people who left the PDP to the APC, Saraki was the person who led them, because Saraki told the governor at the time, Abdul Fattah Ahmed, to leave PDP to APC, and then other governors too moved. So Saraki was able to make some key appointments. So my belief is that Saraki was able to pick the APC national secretary. Fast forward to inauguration day, an email went round saying that President Buhari wants to meet with all senators and House of Representatives members elect. They should gather at ICC. Bear in mind that the clerk to the National Assembly, clerk to the Senate had already sent emails saying that inauguration is starting Tuesday, June 9th. Everybody should be in the chambers by so and so time. These APC guys went to go and eat breakfast. Literally eat breakfast as part. They were caterers and everything.
They chat with him. Shout out to ICC. They used to throw the best conferences, man. There.
Guy, it's a conference center. That's what they're meant to do.
That's what I'm
Continue.
saying, nigga. So shout them out. They used to have the best food, man. Best caterer. Yo, shout out to ICC. Had the city down. But go on.
This guy said no.
Like they're all there like waiting and everything. Next thing you know, Buhari was not coming. So they went out. That was the funniest video on Channels TV. Timbo was walking out. Then I said that, sir, what are your reactions to Senator Bukola Saraki's managers as Senate President? But hey, what? It was like, because it was like,
That's
so
all
who
Bola
was
said.
that? Yeah, like he was like, he was dazed. From where?
From where?
And then next thing you know, before they could even move in to even go to before they could even rush, they had already sworn in Ike Kuremadu as Deputy Senate President. Now, go back to the house. Dogara used the same format, went to PDP, collected that the block PDP votes,
Yeah.
and then once you see that this person already has a good majority, like solidified, it's just like the people on the fence will move over. It's just automatic. So then
Because
it was
they
a
already
very
played a
close
losing game at that point.
Yeah, it was a very close call. Dogara got sworn in as speaker. So like they were fighting. Saraki was in court for 3 years. And then like they kept on fighting Saraki, and then they were like, oh, that they now dropped the case of Saraki at code of conduct. Like, bro, they really opened Saraki's yash, can't I? Saraki deposited like the amount of money that God, like the amount of sounds that had to represent that man, bro, what he did, like kind of like it's like it shocked
the guy is
everybody.
walking free right now, man. So that just proves that more money stops nonsense, man. The guy paid that shit.
So like they were like I think apparently like I was reading online that they wanted to like win Saraki over. Saraki was like, oh, he wanted to return as Senate President. They said no way, they can't give you Senate President. But like they dropped the case against him. So there were like 14 senators that left. Virtually all of them that decamped from that was like June, July of 2018. All of them that decamped from APC back to PDP that ran for re-election.
Yeah.
All of them lost out. Like Abba Kyari really penned them down. So I'm waiting for all of you at the post. All of them except one person, Dino Melaye. How Dino Melaye did it is shocking because, bro, that guy was that guy. They arrested that guy like 18 times in like 2018. Like they released the guy less than a week to his, and that guy still won.
Was it the one where the guy was jumping out of
from moving cars?
Oh
they wanted to bring the guy out of his house. They cut off electricity supply. They cut off water supply.
Do you remember when
cruise, man?
Do you remember when the guy was on top of a tree? The guy was like, he's not
on tree.
Safe. Yeah, it was like,
so he's hiding on top of the tree.
Yeah, I think you said he was hiding and they were attacking him or something. Guy, he's such a funny guy, bro.
And then, like, do you know what made it even funnier was that the geography teacher at secondary school went to the same university as Dino Melaye. So, like, I think that was like, so every single class, Dino Melaye will make headlines. Every week, that guy will make headlines in the Senate. And do you remember Mr. Jerome?
Oh, yeah, Mr. Jerome. Wait, Mr. Jerome went to the same school?
Yeah, they went to university. I see Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. They both studied geography together. The guy would keep talking about Dino Melaye. He would keep talking about him. So that was when I was like, who is this Dino Melaye? That was what like made me like start looking into politics. So then like those 7 of them that decamped, like they were like, but Dino Melaye made it, but then they dragged him to court here and there, but then he eventually left the seat because Dino Melaye was like, most of his friends are not there. But Dino Melaye, that guy is a loyal man. Like he was loyal to Saraki to the core. Like Saraki was guaranteed only 2 votes. The vote that Saraki would cast and the vote Dino Melaye would cast. Because Dino Melaye was a loyal man to the core, can't lie. But then, so like, the Senate is like, that's what like senators, yeah, they make headlines because a lot of senators feel like they can disrespect their state governors because the people who were governors before you, like, they're answering to me, if that makes sense. So like, who are you to also talk? But then it's also a period whereby like,
but technically, if you're in the Senate, like, aren't you like more powerful than the state governor? Like, I'm just because I personally, how does it work? Like, because the Senate like, president is more powerful. It's like the third
like,
most powerful man now.
Senate is at the federal level, but if you're a governor, you're the chief executive officer of like the states. Like you have the state treasury, you have like some like some security agencies like under your control, if that makes sense. Like that's a whole state. Like all the ministries in the states are under your control. But then the thing is that like governors and senators tend to like fight. Like let me give an example now. So in Zamfara state, yeah. So like there are 3 senators per each state. So typically like the person who wins the governor's office wins 2 senatorial districts. So in Zamfara state, the governor in Zamfara between 2011 and 2019 was Governor Yari. Governor Yari needed like the votes needed Senator Kabiru Marafa's votes to become governor. So then in the Senate, like when somebody would die, like in someone's district, a senator would probably present a motion that so and so committee should investigate the death of one of their like constituents, and they should not refer to like the Human Rights Commission or like one relevant committee to investigate on it.
Yeah.
And then when the insecurities and Zamfara state started happening, 2015 to 2019, Kabiru Marafa was, I think he was the chairman of Nigeria Governors Forum, and he was a very young man. So he would essentially tell the senators in his state not to say anything in Abuja, so as not to make him look unserious in front of his colleagues. So these things were really happening. And then the killings were getting much. Like this guy was like, they keep on raping our daughters day and night. Like, what's going on? So Kabiru Marafa started shouting about it in the Senate. And Yari was like, what's his boss? He doing this? Like, that's not the key. That's not essentially. And then like the things that like Kabiru Marafa would say that there are people in the governor's cabinet. He was calling names like the governor's is chief of staff or special, like one of the governor's like inner caucuses. The guy's really funding this P because in a way, if you look at it, like when that thing was happening, the Senate allocated 10 billion naira to fund like for arms and ammunition and everything.
Yeah.
So when somebody like stirs up this crisis here, they can pinch money here and there, that kind of thing. So like Yari, then after when Yari was coming to the end of his tenure, his 8 years, Kabiru Marafa wanted to go for governor. Now Yari wants to act like, and at that point in time, a lot of people were feeling like godfathers here and there, put the person after you, go and sit down in the Senate now. But Kabiru Marafa is not going to answer to anybody. You needed his help to become governor. He's not going to bow down to you under no condition. Mm-hmm. And Yari did not like that at all. Yari went and brought his boy. But because of Zamfara State was a shithole, it was a mess essentially, Kabiru Marafa's voters were increasing. So when party primaries came to see who would fly APC flag for to run for the office of the governor of Zamfara State, Yari went and locked Kabiru Marafa's faction outside.
Jesus.
So essentially,
like, imagine boots or what?
Like out of the hall where the all cast are, we'll lock them outside.
Like, wait, what?
No,
these things are happening.
It seems like film trick. I mean, like, is this really nice? It's shocking, Abi. Lock them outside.
What?
That they now then their Wuru Mago election, Yari's boy became the candidate. They went for Yari's people essentially became candidates. They did not fly with Kabiru Marafa. The man was going to court, and Oshomole was like, "That's not right. Like, we do another primaries." But like time was going, and Buhari was like, "I don't want to settle any issues outside. All I know is that I must be presidential." So like they ended up like Oshomole just gave up on his war against Godfathers. Just gave up on like his war against Godfathers and everything. Kabiru Marafa dragged this into Supreme Court. So May 28, 2019, the night before inauguration, Supreme Court ruled that APC, that's not primaries, that's not democracy. So APC could not field any candidates. So they now said that all votes casted in favor of APC are null and void, and they should be treated as void, wasted votes. In their words, treat them as wasted votes. So every APC person, governor, deputy governor, every state house of assembly person, anyone under APC lost out the night before swearing in. So imagine now, your husband, after like the first lady to be, after saying like Ashoke and add the whole plate, he flown makeup artist down, gele artist has come down, photographer is there, everything. You now hear that. Just imagine. The thing was so shocking. Like Yari was at Supreme Court, and the guy did not move from his seat.
But that's what I'm saying. Are you meant to like appeal immediately, or that's a final judgment by the Supreme Court?
Like you can appeal Supreme Court judgments, but it almost never changes. Even the same thing happened in Bayelsa, but Bayelsa's one I think Bayelsa's one was worse because APC won the election, and then PDP took them to court. And the day before inauguration, like the governor to be David Lyon, he was at the campaign, like the inauguration stadium where they will swear him in. He was even in the car. He was standing on the car where he will be waving to the audience, only to get a call from Abuja saying that, "Sir, you're no longer governor. Come down from the vehicle." What does that even mean?
Oh
And then
Wait.
Oh my God.
Somebody won the election. They're about to
no,
swear
wait
me.
now. Like the night, like the video went viral, and you know the worst part for his case, it was technicality, and his case was a P whereby his deputy governor forged certificates. So it's either your certificate is real or it's fake. It even gets worse because his deputy governor was a sitting senator. So you now wonder, how has this man been running elections to the Senate?
Since and nobody has nabbed him,
And then to even worsen the case, because like Bielsa's elections, they have a different timetable. So theirs was in 2020.
Yeah.
Then, so like the Senate elections is 2019, like with regular general elections. That deputy governor went back to continue his work in Abuja in the Senate.
What the hell?
He just fucked someone's chances of being governor.
I just casually strolled back.
You said, "I'm on your own." No.
And I was even having a conversation with my friend about
they
it.
couldn't remove him from office based on that. Like he has
because there's the thing is that that's what my friend was asking, like how is that, how did that happen, like and then the thing is that, like, with politics there's statute of limitation with like legal proceedings. So after they conduct election and the results come out, you have like a period of, I think, is it 100 days or so, that if you don't file a claim within those 100 days, then there's really nothing they can do. Like, do you get? So that's why, like, whether you have a case or you don't have a case, just go and file petition in the Supreme Court. Whether you say that,
so that's why all these guys.
That's why they will just do it the next day.
They
will do it the next
day.
day.
Go and say they're going to appeal.
Exactly. So
every election that year. Appeal,
so that's why, like, everyone is like, so even though you have a case, you don't have a case, just go to court. You can now begin to add motions on top of it. Let's say you said that there were irregularities. When you now look, or you bring certificate, or you add that one. When you now look, you now see, even like this whole certificate drama is very interesting because, let me give another example. Like in Edo State now, Godino Baseki, he was governor under APC 2016 to 2020. Man now wanted to return, but him and Oshomola, they were not guys. They were not seeing eye to eye at all.
Yeah.
The guy now wanted to run for second term. APC screening committee said that his certificates were fake. What is it? But you people screened my certificate
the
4
first
years
time.
ago.
Yeah, the first time.
Like the same people screened 4 years ago. It was original. The
all
same
of a
thing.
Sudden, I'm beefing the Godfather. No, it's fake.
But kind of like slightly, I would probably say, since it's Edo, there's always Mago inside. But anyways, continue.
Yo, but this P, man, just opened my eye because one of my guys, you know how I'm obviously like Canada and stuff.
Yeah.
I was telling the guy that how are we going to run this NYC pen, man? He was like, "Guy, don't worry, now. Just touch. Don't worry. I'll organize it for you. I'll organize it for you."
Oh, no, don't do that. No, don't do that. Let me give another example now. The former Minister of Finance, Kemi Adeosun, she was Minister for Buhari in his first term. She was Commissioner for Finance in Ogun State. Then Buhari now picked her up to be Minister of Finance. She had forged her NYC certificate all the time. Like, it was forged. There's one place in Lagos. It's called Oluwole. They are very good at it. So the people who forged her NYC certificate for her, of course, they'll be collecting small. And Nigeria was not working out, and you're Minister of Finance, you better find something for me. He kept on saying that, "Madam, if you don't find something for me, I will expose you." To myself. Yes, now, because it was fake. And then, like, how many journalists are there on Twitter? I don't send them an email.
Was that the babe that has like British accents? Like she's
Kemi Adeosun. Yeah, she's based in London. Yeah, she's based in the UK. The woman just said, "I beg," she just resigned and left. So the whole thing of forging, like, because except like, okay, this is quite morbid. Except the person who forges it dies, and everybody else involved in you forging a certificate dies. then don't run it. If I'm being honest,
but is there? Do you necessarily have to go to camp? Because I know they give you like there's a time span, and
you spend like 3 weeks in camp.
Okay, but like those ones where I think when you turn like 30 or something, they give you like a pass or something.
No. It's only if you graduate from your first degree at the age of 30. You cannot finish university at 21. You will now not register for NYSC at 35,
Yeah, wait,
thinking
that
like
come
you no
back.
go work. It no go work. You
Okay,
can't
so
run
Let's
that.
talk about
let's
that
say let's say if I enroll now, I'm not saying I would though, like in case any lawyers are hearing. Yeah, I'm not saying like me. I plan to serve my country, but let's say I am.
Which of them?
yo, stop playing, So let's say
Federal
I
Republic or the
which
that
one,
sun, that country that has sun in its flag.
bro. See, I'm a Nigerian. So as I was saying, so let's say I decide to enroll in LASU at 30 for like let's say like a
Is
2 year.
that your first degree?
Nobody knows if I've got to. I'm done my masters right now, but nobody knows that yet.
No, yeah.
Like,
If I don't with your masters, then
but like when I go there, I will try and enroll as for my bachelor's again.
no, then that's not your like.
This
No,
shit,
like there's
the
some like
agenda. Oh.
no, there's some like cases like, for example, I think if somebody gets pregnant like in the course of NYSC,
Yeah.
they give the person passes like, but like the process is relatively rigorous, if that makes sense. But like if you try and forge it like Kemi Adeosun, the person will just hang it over your head forever.
Yeah,
And then I was like, yeah, I ain't with that.
I heard like the 3 weeks in camp is not the best time. Like I heard
No, it's not. It's not the best time.
Why?
It's a correctional facility.
I can't do that PO. I swear, somebody has to represent me there.
I don't think that's how it works, bro.
I don't care, man. I can't do it, man. Try. Soft boy like we are.
Bro, I pray, but when you're going to go and do your NYC, they just take you to Kwara. No, not Kwara. Kwara is nice. I pray they take you to Medugri.
A guy don't want to punish me. Take me to Ebonyi, man. That's what you do, bro.
Guy, you'll be living life with Ebonyi, bro. Stop playing, man.
I'll be crying, man. The whole hostel will be smelling like Okpa. Oh, man. Guys, I was like this earlier this week. I was yarning my guy about this whole Rotimi P now, and then I was like, I need to stop hanging around chooks. Because I said raps. I was trying to say laps. I was like raps. The guy was running raps. I was like, oh fuck, what the hell did I just say? the guy was like, wait, what did you say? I said raps. I said, wait, what? I said laps. Fuck.
No, see,
like,
guy, don't blame me.
This guy too much.
One thing I would definitely say is I do not even have a hint of an Igbo accent. I switch when I need to speak Igbo, but I do not have an Igbo accent. There's a difference. Please, don't even blame me for that. Blame your other Igbo guys that grew up in Anambra. Don't come and blame me for your Igbo.
I'm glad knowing that Ebube is actually not Igbo, man. Because before, I was talking to you on Twitter DMs, but I was not the most comfortable. But now knowing that you're my sister,
oh my god,
I relate.
Oh my god, bro. All I want to say is you cannot convince me that most of see if I hear an Igbo name, I know an Igbo name. Ebube is an Igbo name, so like that is raps. Next name.
It's like
Igbo
give another example, like in our tribe, yeah, like Igbo people they would say Chinedu, but like in our tribe they will probably hear Chiedu.
Yeah, so it's like close. It's like okay, it's similar to like me. Like I'm from Ebonyi State, but our Igbo is not like most people who are Igbo won't understand what we're saying because our Igbo is like
wait.
Instead of abo, we say ebo too. We say ebo. We say.
Are you the guys that? Wait, I know that there are like some Igbo people. I think is it Abia State that instead of saying Bia is Ikalazu or something like that.
I think that's Abia. Our own is like okay for greeting now Jokwa. Then you now say car like bro like it's. guy, I'm not even responding to you. But I can't even take this guy seriously. But yeah, Manny P, just random, just to put this out there in like just to let everyone know. I'm definitely inviting you this Christmas to Abakaliki, so you can come and enjoy, have a good time, check in, like see what the city is saying. Hopefully you can also follow me to my village, Afikpo. and have a good time.
I'll actually be Nige this December, funny enough, by God's grace, because
Yeah, so
we have
by
plans,
God's grace,
but God has other plans.
would you want to this thing? Are you going
I
to
don't know
consider
if I don't know if December is the safest time to go to the east.
that? This guy, man.
I just don't know.
man.
No, to be legit, like they'll see me now, see smooth skin and all of that, and they will think that this guy, when the guy put white hen in the midst of black hens, they'll pick me up. That they'll, But yeah, so like I might actually be open because like I have this P where I want to visit at least most parts of Nigeria, and like I want to go to like a lot of African countries. So maybe I'll add Emboy, man. But like from the latest update my mom gave me, because she was there last week, she said the place there like village, man. I don't know. If it's village, I already have my own personal village to go to. Man. It's not the
This
whole state
guy,
level.
Mama, what's the name of your actual village?
It's Ekpon. Ekpon. I think that's how it's pronounced. Ekpon. Ekpon. It's like the last village in Edo.
It's like the very last
boundary.
village.
Like it's like on the boundary between Edo and Delta.
So now only God save now. Therefore,
I swear, man, if they call me Delta boy now, I
That's
say we
actually-
friend indigenous from my state, man.
yeah,
But it's
man.
all good.
Wait, what's the last this thing that we have on this thing? Minister of Justice running for governor of Kebbi. This one I have no clue on what this one is. I have no clue. What's that? Who is Minister of Justice?
The minister-
Let me-
I don't-
That's
you
the
probably know
that's
his name.
what's his name? This guy's not. I don't really. To be fair, the minister running for office.
It's not
is
Malami
that
or something like that.
Malami, yeah, Malami.
Yeah.
To be fair, like Wike was Minister of State for Education, but he also resigned and then ran for governor of River State.
Okay, final question, Ebube. What's your no bias, so I want a genuine answer. What's your take on Governor Kowa's 8 years in office right now?
Okay, I'm from Delta State, so
No party
but like
allegiances, because I heard
Exactly.
from a political background, so
no, but it's not even about coming from a political background. To be fair, like I'm not. It's not like Governor Kowa, yeah. Like to be fair, I must say that PDP we have the best governors in Nigeria. I'm just saying. And then
PDP.
they don't call him roadmaster for nothing. Yeah, like Nelson Wike, Udom Emmanuel, Governor Kowa, Shea Makinde.
Okay.
that guy from Borno, where is he? Is it APC or PDP?
No, Zulum, he's from APC. But that guy, like the guy is like left. He's all alone in the sense that like I think the guy shall like it's a people whereby like for Zulum, if PDP should win at the center, Zulum is going to the camp.
I see.
Like I'm keeping it because the things are like you remember during the NSAS period, yeah.
Yeah.
Zulum at this point, like he felt like Abuja isolated him. So like he was the then service chiefs, like Buratai like set of service chiefs. Buhari, like from Abuja, they're collecting money to fight insurgency.
Yeah.
Zulum is also paying them money from his own state treasury, and he's not seeing the results. They are still
Yeah.
killing his people. Zulum
Yeah.
started crying out that what's going on. And then
Yeah.
during the NSAS period, see the fine artillery this government they were rolling out. I did
That
not
they
even know
rolled
we had
out.
such.
Even
Bro,
uniform, neat uniform that I've never
Bro,
seen.
I didn't know we were that powerful, bro. I was like, damn.
Did you see?
On
Did you see
civilians.
the tank? There was this in Abuja, like there was
Even
this
water
big
tank,
black-
Joe himself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
There
that
was
was
this big
surprised me, man.
black thing. I was like, what is this? You not see the officers really moving, like the guns they were carrying. I was
Yeah.
like, so we had this. It shocked me. And then you not see Zulum. Zulum was
What's
Zulum
all
in
of
the
this?
South Africa.
I mean,
the guy was
I've
like,
been begging
can you
for abolition since.
As in, like, can you send them down to me? Like, people, like,
Yeah.
the actual citizens are rejecting, like, as far deploy them to, like, Zambisa Forest, let them come and meet their
Some people that
man.
actually,
And,
instead
like,
of
let them come and fight here.
defenseless civilians.
Let them come and fight here. And then, like, everyone, like, radio silence from Abuja. At that point in time, that kind of person does not really have political allegiance. His hands are up in the air, like, he's all alone.
Yeah.
So like at that point in time, he just had to make a name for himself and to start like calling everybody out. So this kind of thing, like what really like if PDP should be, what really is he doing in the APC? Because what cover did the APC provide for him?
That's
At this point, not too much, man. If there's still like insurgency
As
and
in,
shit,
like,
like you're not giving you
like
security.
what really can the APC really provide for him? So like, might as well just move to PVP. But
that's fair.
Don't worry, man. All these things will be a thing of the past when I open my own political party, man.
What will be your name of political party?
I already know now. Fresh, man. Fresh.
Guy, there's already Fresh Democratic
what
Party.
what would be the symbol?
The symbol. It will be my face.
Do you know? I think.
Guy,
I
you're
think
narcissistic,
there's
bro.
one-
Like, fuck.
I think like there's not you know like
Slightly.
anything can be a party logo. I remember when like Ibukole Amosi wanted to put his boy to be governor of Ogun State, but like Oshomo like kept fighting him, and then Abiodun ended up like emerging as APC candidate. Sharp, Abiodun. Amosi told his boy, can't remember his name. He was in House of Rep, I think Akim Adi or something like that. Oh yeah, move to a new party. Legit, this guy like they went and opened
Like
a new
those from
political party. The logo was yam. I was like, huh?
You don't fucking kill me.
I kid you
Don't fucking
not.
kill me.
I mean, like the thing is that like Nigeria, yeah, you think it shocks you, yeah, but you think okay, Nigeria cannot shock me anymore. I've seen all Nigeria has to offer me,
Just throw something else.
but
It just shows something that will shock you even more. It's like, damn, you guys are coming with more creative ways to be more stupid.
Yeah.
Like, bro, man. But yeah, man, if you open political party, I beg, let me be treasurer.
Yeah, what you still, man. My treasurer has to be an upright person.
You crazy. Yeah, you're crazy.
Still, man. Yeah.
Guys, you don't trust me. You don't trust me for your money.
Now affairs of actually maybe you, because I know you're very stingy. Maybe this is Aka gumness. It's your tight-fistedness can really help. Maybe you make sure we're not spending our budget anyhow.
Bro,
Keep an eye out on things, bro.
Bro, I
Maybe,
told you, man.
I'll
Let me
do
be
that one.
treasurer, man. Then
yes,
this
it
thing-
was the Allied People's Movement. Yep, that logo is yam. Yeah.
Like
Bro,
people's
bro, the
movement.
party, the
ADM.
name is even throwing me off. Like, what the hell is that, bro?
But
At this point, that's what you were saying.
Like, thank God there are only like 2 big parties now, man. Because before, I remember when we were like in secondary school, they had CPC, APC.
No, that's still no. Don't be like that.
No, like 2
There's
big
still,
ones, like the
like-
main ones.
Yeah, but then like there's still like the ballot paper is still as long as ever.
Still the same P.
Yeah, still, it's probably even longer. No, I know there was a point they had to like trim them down because it was getting ridiculous. I don't know if they've
Yeah, they
increased
started deregistering them because people like we're really wasting ink. Like if people are, and then the thing is that like if I'm being honest, like even when if you follow like when they're calling out like some of these votes, you will see that APD, APB, they are racking in votes too. Not because anybody knows
Because
the candidate.
Yeah.
When you see like you see PDD.
You're just giving me that vibes of how there was one guy. I think that time when someone made their name similar to Wizkid's name or their album similar
And
to Wizkid's
made in Lagos album, and then like the
Yeah.
exact same thing, and the guy was really racking in like streams. Everyone was like, "What are we listening to?"
Swear.
Bro,
Yeah, and
that's
I
how
think
Chooks. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
someone was even saying something about even with like people are like that. The reason why Burna Boy became like so big was like it was Ye that was Burna Boy's major first like worldwide song.
Yeah.
Ye. People are like that
Yeah.
it's because of is it Kanye West? Like we were searching for Ye. Like,
Shout out my nigga.
so that was how like they found the guy. Apparently, I'm not saying it's for sure, before some Burna
No,
Boy
a
stars.
lot of Americans
Burna Boy
they stumbled
fans
upon
will come for
Burna
you,
Boy
man.
from no, that's 100% now. Like it increases like that song, the plays and stuff. 100%.
Yeah,
That's
the
even
same way,
how
like-
I don't know
Even Buju, like even there was one. Is it like Fat Joe or something like that? That was like that. Some people mistook Buju Banton, like the like reggae Jamaican guy, or like as per
Yeah.
Buju Benson.
Is that why I changed his name?
I
Is that
don't
why he
know,
changed
but
his name
Buju
to
said
I
that
think that's the
that
reason,
that I don't think so, but like Buju said that Buju means beauty underneath, just understood, but now it's Benson. So
So what does that one mean?
Baba.
no, Benson. His government name is Daniel Benson. So
Oh, okay.
Ah, nah.
Guys, I was about to go to the gym, but now.
You're going to the gym?
Yeah, but I'm on Uber Eats right now, so that's what
I
happened.
don't think that's. I don't think that's that.
Okay.
Wait, what's your if you're going to pick your what's your off the top of your head, what's your favorite For Yans Only episode? Off the top of your head.
I'd say it has to be that Christmas episode.
Go Stano.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna. It was just too funny. it was funny.
You know I live with
I know.
Stanley. Like that guy's madness is a regular P. Like we live together.
He's from Port Harcourt, by the way, so you should understand. He's from PH.
And then Cliffo is also from PH. 2 PH. We literally got 2 PH boys on that episode, man.
Yeah, that was and who would you say is the craziest character on the pod? Who would you say is the craziest character?
Definitely Emmanuel.
Okay, thank you.
No, we can't person. I'm very good.
But yeah, guys, might be anything else?
Nah, well, with the spot fan, now we have to get all the information from her. How did you hear about the pod?
Instagram Explore. So my brother follows the pod, and then it popped up on my Instagram Explore page. I was like, "Oh, what's this?" And then I listened to like a few episodes. I think that was the one where I think the first episode that I really really liked that made me want to keep listening to it was when like my people was talking about like how he used to play ball with a couple of guys, and then like he was like, oh, he's one of those guys wearing like a Moncler jacket that he's not sure, and then Didi was not like that. I think it was Didi. It was like, so it's Moncler jacket that you're looking at instead of me to focus on the ball and pay attention, and then and then like I was just like what is going on, and then my pick kept on going on and on. That was like that but he likes the jacket, and then Chicks said something about like that, talking about like price or something like that, and then my people was like, I think my people said something about like, oh, well, the babes are always looking for this that either Canada Goose or like a Moncler jackets or something like that. I was like, these guys cannot be. I was just dying of laughter, and then anytime like when like you guys are talking about like streets and everything, and then Didi is always coming in defensive, and then my P is like, no, let's go there, I'm thinking,
Didi is always trying me, man.
Are you always ready? Are you always ready?
At the beginning, bro.
No,
At the beginning of the pod, man.
the man never chooses peace. He's always choosing violence. Even when there was this episode where my friend was talking about how like, why are babes like this? Like, yes, I know this is I'm ready for the drama that's going to come out for this. That he was talking about how like one of his friends was throwing this party, and then either he shared it on his story, and then like one girl swapped up and was like, oh, can you help me secure tickets for me and my friend? And my friend was like, yeah, sure. And then I thought you said you were calm with her.
Bro, calm, man. Bro, it just pisses me off. Like I just remembered it, man. It pissed me off. She's a nice person, man. We used to dab each other up in the club, but she tried one. She thought I was the one to try.
I'm not the one or the two.
Yo.
Oh my god.
You actually tried.
My baby was like, okay, only for her to come to the party, and then she now then like reversed the transactions. My baby was like, wow, what's that? And then when he now came for broke babes, I was like, is this guy? Oh, and he like he essentially goes on the pod like just to stir up something, and then sometimes Lami is like, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but can we just move on? Like moving on, and then and then Diddy's like, no. Sometimes when Diddy now goes on the attack, my priest like, no, you cannot say that, this one or that one. Or when like my priest are talking about like he had this private story, friends, groupies, or foes.
No way you remember that.
You know when you actually remember the actual the actual
name. No. It's friends, foes, and groupies.
I was like that. People were now swiping up saying that I was thinking of this, and that which one are you? I was like,
Hey,
To be
babe,
fair,
funny
like,
thing is that. Oh, that's quickly. Funny thing that recently, like this past weekend, man. So I was finally talking to like one of my female friends, and like she brought it up because I just recently added her to like my private story, right? And she was like, when she saw it, she was like, hmm. So me, I was like, anytime someone brings that up, I always just just straight at them, like, which category do you think you fall in? I was like, you're mad.
no,
Oh,
but like
because
that,
if I don't friends, yeah.
that's like, is that interesting? It's an interesting premise there. I ain't even go like kind of like it was just like it's quite funny. Or when like Chukudi is like, us from the east. This is why it was so pretty.
Eastern custodian, this guy carrying this pee on his head, man.
He had not
Bro,
one of a boy.
bro, man, guys, it's like it's fun because in my head it's like a perfect balance because I've already known like this like my EP is unhinged, so it's more like I keep telling people like this is off the pod talk, but like I keep telling people sometimes, but especially at the start, if you know how many edits that we had to do, like if you know how many edits we had to do to save ourselves because of this magnifique.
They're damn calm, man. God
Well,
damn.
like,
You know before, like, bro,
this
me and
season
Didi
is
used to
calm.
actually go at it, so like, not even joke. Like, we actually go at it at like quarter past that, because that cannot even surface. Like, we go at each other, man.
Oh my
Damn.
god, they killed
Nah, it's
me.
lovey
It's like
dovey,
it's kind
man.
because there's two boys and two girls. So like Manipia and Didi, they're on the extreme ends. Like you now see Lami and Chooks right in the middle. Just trying to keep the balance.
You know the crazy P? If you see our podcast image,
Yeah.
there are 4 people, and the 2 guys in front is me and Didi. Me and Didi were the 2 guys in front.
And they're dragging, they're arguing, they're literally arguing on the streets.
and
While we're peeping off the bus, we're like, guys, calm down.
you know what's
Like joke,
crazy? So
like joke. That's essentially how this pod is. Like Didi and Manipi, like they are really going at it. Or when when Manipi is like, oh, like when the question is like, oh, how's your week been? Manipi, I'm like, let but why is it that babes? I'm like, no, let me not say anything. Didi was just like, just say it. Why is it that when babes are in the club, like they don't buy any bottle, they don't buy any table, I'll be going
all those
around
section
looking for why?
invaders. You will invade your section and be smiling, open their mouth looking for gulp. That's why you now soak the top of their their own breast to just be wet.
Oh God.
This guy
My face. This is not nice.
Nah, I'm just here, just being real, man. A lot of things have to be said, man. People like these are things that like a lot of my guys will hit me up after, like when I first started, like they used to hit me up and like, bro, you're saying like exactly what's on my mind, but like I just don't have a platform to say it, and I'm like, bro, I got
Personally,
you, man.
I have a theory here that like between the UK, US, and Canada has it like Canada is something else because bulk of my friends from secondary school, they virtually almost all went to Canada, and then like they're mostly in like Ottawa, because everyone is running away from Toronto. Like
Yeah,
aside
shout out
like
Ottawa, man. They have nice pies out there.
Guy, you just said you're going to stop saying the word pie.
Oh shit,
the
sorry,
word
I
pie.
said shit. My bad, my bad. They have nice women out there. I'm sorry.
So yeah.
I'm sorry.
And then like they just always complain about how like Toronto men are just like mad and just really like ravaging about it. So then it's just quite nice to like and like they're just like, yeah, whatever you see in Toronto, you better take it like that. And like they just always like they really cannot hack it. Like and like you just stay away, particularly like and they just like nah like and then there's another like particular like I don't want to say it because I just don't want to offend anyone. But like, there's another like particular like a particular section of Toronto men that just like to hear that is like the biggest red flag ever. And then
Wait,
like
Yoruba guys
just
in
like
Toronto or what?
oh no like in particular like school like they just don't have the best reputation.
York guy, York you, call them out. York you, is that York University?
No,
Those are the
I'm
guys
not.
now.
See, I've never like no, I've never been. I've never been to Canada, so like I'm just not in the position. but like to say such.
But they're right. But that is the thing. That is what you want to say. Is York University. Those guys are on crack, man. The babes. See, I cannot date a babe from York University, man. Because I know more times. I was telling you, I don't know if you guys remember that. I was on episode I said that there was one of my guys was yanning me.
Babe, is it
door,
rolling weed?
They were rolling weed on her yansh. Like, yo. Like, if I'm talking to a babe on York U, like, sorry to be unfiltered, but I've probably ran through the babe, man. Like, I cannot. Like, yo. Nah, man. Nah.
Oh my god, man.
It's not funny, but
Like York University is a different type of this thing.
It's
Like
facts,
the breed there, those guys are unique. They're special. They do what they do.
But is it that like, but like you went to University of Toronto?
Yeah, like both of us went to University.
But like, so like, how was it? Because like U of T is like one of like, then you talk about like elitist, like in terms of like very intense like schoolwork. Like U of T is like hard.
Yeah, it's like it was intense. So like we didn't like you don't have as much time like to yourself like because you're busy with schoolwork. Like obviously, trust Nigerians will find a way to have fun from like
to Jaya on the weekend.
To Jaya, but it was like it was school hard. Like school was hard. Like you have to work out for a result. It's not all these ones where you can. No, you understand what I'm trying to say. It's not.
But let's be real though. Only first and second year were like kind of hard.
Yeah, because first and second year, you try to get into your program. Then third and fourth year, just like cruise control.
Cruise,
control.
Do you know, like,
remember my final year, bro?
Personally,
yeah.
I don't like. You know when everyone's like, kind of like when people say that, oh my gosh, your degree is so hard. Just like, yeah, you probably don't know what I'm going through because. Like,
yeah, chem engineering.
You're in chem engineering.
My brother did chem engineering, and I know the guy has to go through, man. The guy was always forming busy as if he has wife and kids.
No, it's not even that. It's even AP. Like when I think, bro, I have like 1,500 hours. Like the school tells you that like indicative total study for like a year of the course is 1,500 hours. And even when I mentioned it to Mano was like, what do you mean? I was like,
bro,
yeah,
like 500 hours. That's crazy, man.
Bro, that's a full-time job,
bro.
No, like no, like the thing is that like
do.
No, but to be quite honest, like first year, 9 to 12s were lectures every day of the week, and then Mondays and Thursdays, from 12 to 1 that's break. 1 to 2 would have tutorials, then 2 to 5 we would have design projects or labs, and then 5 to 6 we would have another tutorial session. Then on Tuesdays we would have from 1 to 4 we would have MATLAB coding class, and then from 4 to 6 that was like optional horizons. Then like Friday is just 9 to 12 because it's half day, so that you have the rest of the day for societies. But Friday is essentially the same as Tuesday. So like just imagine, and that's minus private study. So which time we like for private study, man? Like I'm going through it, kind of like.
No, guys, see, like I've always said, like all of us, but went to uni, but you guys that are doing engineering, or you guys that did engineering, you guys are. I give respect to something that I can't do. Like,
no, do you know the worst part? Do you know the worst part about it? Because I was speaking to like my friend's sister the Sunday. Like she went to uni in Canada. She went to Waterloo, and then because prior to when I was applying for like my degree, I was studying chemical engineering. She was like, "Oh, that's cool." Then when I got into the degree and I complained about how much work I had, she looked at me and said, "But it's engineering now." Like, let me tell you the truth. I only saw my engineering friends the first week of school. After that, I never saw them again. And I was like, "Wow, Sandro, you watched me tell you that I was applying. I did not see anything."
Babe could not warn you.
But is this sort of thing where like engineering guys, but once the day they step out, like once they graduate, once they step out, they know they are good. Like they know they are good, bro. Like wow.
It depends on the job market though, where you stay though. Depends on where you stay because there's always still that uncertainty.
Like for example, like my university now, we only do science subjects. So like bulk of the students, like, and then London is like big on financial markets. A lot of people go into investment banking, like private markets, global private equity, and like other things. So like a lot of people, like they're just like, yeah, they've had it up to here with engineering. Like they should keep their degree, everything they have to do with it. They not do it again, just get it away from them. And they just go into finance and like, yeah, I ain't with just ghetto. But then the thing is that like since everyone is a science student here, like if I went to like a regular university like U of T, like where there's like humanities, like there's a good range. People who
Yeah.
study things like economics, like literature, like
Shout out
just like
Econ, man.
regular like humanities subjects. Like these guys would look at like the engineering guys, like science guys are like the weirdos. But since we're
Yeah.
all science guys at my universities, we now look at, oh my gosh, computing students, those guys are weirdos. Because to be fair, all they do is like type stuff on their computer. So like it's like, oh, those guys, they are the weirdos. But like that's
Oh
just
my
how it
God.
is.
Nah, that's fair, man.
Sure. I
Well,
swear,
like it was quite, but
I
like,
thought it was
oh,
Econ at Imperial College. I guess maybe that's
but like
that was different.
that's UCL. But like, you know, like there's a business school, but like it's mostly for like master's courses. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But like you can take modules here and there, like when like optional modules from the business school. So it really
That's
depends.
fair.
Very.
Yo, Chooks, doesn't
Uh-huh.
Ebube sound like Pfizer?
I've heard Pfizer speak in a minute, but
I haven't heard Pfizer.
I haven't heard
True.
Pfizer speak in a minute.
Pfizer is like one of our like primary school friends because I don't know, Chooks followed me to primary school too, so it's not only university.
Bro, you came from the UK and came to come and farms us in primary school, but this is an issue for a different day.
But I think it's quite nice to have a familiar face.
Like around. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't know that Chooks and I went to the same primary school until he told me like when was that? I can't remember.
Bro, the
I think
craziest
we
thing is
just
that
found out
Maripi
that we
and
had
I
similar
met
guys.
like randomly. We found out we had similar guys. We knew we were from ABJ. But the craziest thing is, I think I started talking to Maripi because I forgot my wallet in the common room when we were playing games one day. Then he like texted me. I was like, bro, I think you forgot your stuff. Then I went to go pick it up from him. Then we now say Yanni. Like it was the most random. It was the most
You're an
random
honest
thing,
guy,
yeah.
man. I know
Wait.
fap your wallet.
Wait, can I ask you guys something? Like, you guys are from Abuja. How does it feel like when there's so many people from Lagos, like from a different city, talking about this place in Lagos and that place in Lagos?
Yeah.
I just like, yeah, I'm from Abuja, so
I genuinely feel that Lagos people are missing out because they genuinely think that Nigeria is from Ikeja to Lekki. Like that's why. Like I genuinely feel that I'm missing out because in my head I'm like, bro, I understand that you guys have grown up with like the culture of like struggling every day in traffic, but like that's not the reality in Nigeria. Like this is not how Nigeria is. There are other parts where you can actually, if I tell you I will be in your house in 20 minutes, I'll probably be in your house in 20 minutes. Like,
no, to be quite honest with you, yeah, in Abuja, I haven't like really spent time like that in Abuja. But the only places that I can stay in the car for more than 15 minutes is like if I'm going to church or I'm going to the airport. And if my friends want to go out and they're like, oh, let's go to this place, once I see it's more than 15 minutes drive from my house, I'm not going. I really don't like to travel. Like, even in this London, like, I don't like to leave zone one. Like, I do not like to leave zone one. I only
you
go
will
to
never
zone
like
two.
hop on a trip to all them Portsmouth, all them Leeds.
Oh. No, the thing is that like okay, as I was saying, like bulk of my friends from secondary school, they went to Canada. But like I have a few friends that like that in the UK, like they're predominantly in Birmingham.
Yo,
And
shout
then-
out Brom, man. Brom
And like
City,
I
you know what
have
I mean?
two friends in Leeds. But like for me to travel and spend the night somewhere, personally, I'm a proper homebody. For me to not travel and spend the night, but then the thing is that everything happens in London, and then like, when I tell my friend, like he lives, his name is Emmanuel as well, Emmanuel Samuel. He's like,
Is he an OG?
yeah, he's a cool friend.
Yeah.
And then like every time I tell him, he's like, no, like I'm sure they're pretty messed up Emmanuels out there.
Yet to discover, but go on.
But like every time I talk, he's always like, oh, that some of his guys, like his set mates, because we went to secondary school together, but he was in the year after me. So some of his set mates that are in the UK, like whenever they plan on going to London, like they plan ahead of time, like just like because everyone is gonna come to London. It's like in Canada now, like everything happens in Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get that kind of thing? So like, why are you going to
Yeah.
Ottawa when the people in Ottawa are looking to come to Toronto? Except it's like,
See,
but then
that
like one of my friends here, Amara, like she would say that like house parties in somewhere like Loughborough, like they are proper, like the house parties in Loughborough, like proper. But like everybody, virtually everyone in a city in the UK should have at least one friend in London. Because like for example, like when like if like concerts are happening and like the artist is like appearing in different places, yeah, it's
yeah,
probably gonna happen at O2 Arena, and then the best show is going to be at O2 Arena, and then you know that after that, like the after
Bro,
party is probably gonna be like in an Afro club. But then the thing is that the cost of London is crazy.
is
I ain't even
mad.
gonna lie.
it's quite expensive, man. I
Guys,
remember I
I
was.
would want to say if if people are planning on touring Canada, have a friend in Toronto, have a friend in Vancouver. Thank you very
Vancouver,
much.
why?
Uh-uh.
Where's
Why
Vancouver?
not?
Dog? Listen. What are they doing there? Isn't it mountains and shit, man?
That's crazy.
If they're trying to go back in time, sure. But yeah,
No, but like
what was I gonna
honestly
say?
speaking, like if
It's
you
like,
wanna come to like London is everywhere everything's at. But like the GBPs, they ain't smiling these days. But yeah, go on, Emmanuel.
yeah, I know. Like I was there back in like November, man, for like a day. One my wallet went through. Guy,
In
where is
London?
when there was. Yeah, I was in London for
He
like
actually popped
some
into
hours.
London for hours. Like he actually, not the airport, he actually going to the city.
Like yeah, I got like a hotel and stuff.
Like what part of London?
Like around the hotel, around the airport.
Okay,
I
so
just got
that's
like a
we didn't
hotel
even
around that side.
okay, no, you didn't even get to know that's not the good part. You need to go to Covent Garden, Soho, it really depends, yeah, London, like it really depends like on your budget. Because to be fair, sha, everyone
Yeah.
has like their P and me, I like going to like trying out different restaurants. So like it really like London is where it's at. So if don't worry, if you come to London again, just let me know. I'll give
So
you some good
are you a pasta
recommendations.
warrior or not? Let's this thing. That's a very
Let's
crucial
get
question
this
in
straight.
this. Yeah, are you a
So
pasta
let me know
warrior?
if I'm about to take up your offer.
Are you
No, I like to try like different like cuisines. So okay, so like I have a friend Fika. So Fika and I like we occasionally like do restaurant hopping, and then even like doing reading with I also do go restaurant hopping with Amara as well. So
Yeah.
like Amara and I went to Sticks and Sushi Victoria. So that's the first time trying sushi because I don't like to experiment with food too much. And then before Fika went back, the last place we went to was this Japanese restaurant. So I think I like to try good variety to be quite honest. So like I'm not essential like pasta is good, but then like I like I'd like to like order stuff and like just try different things out. But then I'm also planning on going to this dessert like place after exams with is it Opera Cafe or something like that. It's in South Kent. So like just like different like pancakes and stuff.
No,
So
that's
like
good.
pasta
As
is good,
long
but
as
like
you like, as
Lovely.
long as you like different things, because I don't know it. I don't know about other people. Me, I personally have beef with pasta warriors. I have an issue.
I just feel like you don't have range, man.
oh because to be fair, like I think in your defense, like 9 out of 10 times when they say pasta, you know pasta Alfredo. If I'm being
Last,
That's
you
it.
get.
if I,
That's
Last,
it. The Alfredo will
no
not be in the
if I
center
if
of
I
the bowl. Very small Alfredo in the center of the bowl. They will not put leaf on top.
no but like
Bro.
no but like
I
if
live
we're
with
going
one
like
here now,
restaurant
stand
hopping,
low. This guy makes pasta every blessed day, man. I say, bro, be careful. No go carry kwashoko, man. They mix them up.
ah no but like the thing is that like my issue is like for example like if I go out like I like to have an like with Fiki and Amara like we like going to different restaurants like we have a good understanding of ourselves. So like we would like do like a mutual agreement on what we're going to order because like sometimes like it's not really the best for both people to order the same thing
Yeah.
because like it just like at least you have like a good variety of starters like so
Wait,
like
so
when I
let me
went to like
tackle you. Wait, Ebube. Because this one is giving me vibes that you're one of those babes that will be chicken hand inside her boyfriend's plate. You know them babes now that you guys order food and she'll be putting hand in your plate. You have to use fork to hit the hand. Bro.
Yeah.
That's when you're saying you like a variety. You guys should order different things. You have to chow the person's food, have you?
no but like if you guys like agree like you'd be like, oh, you'd order this, I'd order this, then we'll try it out. But like, I'd pick the one I want to order, if that makes sense.
Okay, that's
Okay,
fair.
that makes sense. That's better, man. Because man, I'm
That's
getting PTSD, man. Try the ones that babe will say that she doesn't want to even eat. Now she doesn't even want to eat, so all of a sudden food is here and I'm seeing her hand moving towards my plate. Like why?
Guys,
Ain't
it's
nothing wrong. Sharing is caring.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm telling you, she's one of these babes, man. She's just coded.
Like,
Yeah, she's just saying sharing is
I'm
caring.
not, no, but like, I'm just being honest. Like, be fair, sha, like, if it was pop up and somebody did it to me, like, something that can cause fight over, I ain't even gonna lie.
Do you get? Or the one that, like, sometimes, man, so when I order food, I carry the food straight to my room because I live with two other guys. And, like, I know they're coming to come and beg me. So the one where I'll now hear, like, their door opening and I'm down to my last piece of chicken. You always keep that last one. You're thinking about the last one. Then, like, I'll be hearing,
You
like,
now
that door, like,
strategize how you're gonna eat it, you know? You just
yes.
arrange that, okay,
All of
this will be like the
it.
finisher.
That's why if I'm eating in my room, I used to always leave space behind my laptop. So when somebody opens the door, I'll just go and adjust my laptop. They'll not even see the food. They'll just be smelling it.
Stingy guy.
Nothing is there,
Stingy guy.
Yo, because guys, it's painful, man. Sometimes, man, like even if you get 4 pieces of chicken, the last one's always the most important, man. Because that's the one with me, that's the one I used to balance. Like,
Normally I save the thigh. The thigh is always the last one I eat because I don't know, thigh is sweet.
Bro.
I always save the thigh.
I swear, man.
I think I'm more drumstick because drumsticks, most of the time they just have one piece of bone.
Okay.
But drumsticks,
like,
I don't know, man.
So what do you like, the wing?
It depends on where, Sha. Who, me? The Thai.
Okay, you're a Thai guy.
I'm a Thai guy, man. You know that I like my beers with big Thai.
Do you know, I'm yet to see somebody who likes chicken breast. Everyone's like either like a thigh or like a wing or like drumsticks, but like I'm really yet to see someone like that's like the most unloved part of the chicken, to be quite honest. Maybe because like there's really no bone.
There's nothing. Like it's dead.
It's just there, yeah.
Dude, I don't know what it is, man.
I mean, that's the only time that breasts are not really shown love.
This guy's just stupid. Oh my god. But yeah, guys.
Yeah, this has been too real, man.
What have we been listening to? No, Loki just said, okay, yeah, what have you been listening to this week? What have you been watching? Yeah, that's the final part of it. Yeah.
Okay, let me see.
I check your Netflix account.
No. The things are like, okay, with Spotify, because I use Spotify, so I make playlists here, like per the year. So like any song that I listen to throughout like 2022, it's in a 22 playlist.
Okay.
So like if I just want to like listen to recent songs, or like if I'm feeling like nostalgic, I have like a Nigerian throwback playlist of like songs from back in the day. Because I feel like the back in the day songs were like prime Afrobeats, because like those are the songs that you'd probably play at a party, like, or at a club to get everything like started.
Yeah.
Like when you hear like that whiskey song, like No Lele, or in Ojuele Bashita, everyone's always like.
That's my sister. You.
So I think for this week you can say Sumba remix. Can't lie, I like that Burna Boy line. Said that my problem is I too sabi. I quite like that line. And then this Black Sheriff, Kwaku the Traveler.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Yo, Chicks, was it you I was telling?
You were telling me that you don't know why the song is number one.
No, the song is a great song, but it's not just a number one song, man. Like, to me, man. Like, I feel like the only reason why that song is number one is because of that. Like, Chicks, what you're saying now.
Yeah, I was telling you that it's amazing marketing. It's amazing marketing.
TikTok, Abi?
Yeah, TikTok. Because, like, bro, it's like a whole experience with the song,
man. But it's not number one Nige level, man. To be very honest, look at this.
Yeah, like it's like the fact that he like he overthrew the Sumba remix. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, madness. So. I'm like, yeah, that's tough, man. Oh man, but yeah, but people, what about you?
And later,
what you play?
You don't show them love.
Oh no, I was watching this video that Wiki went to Borno to do some, I think, to do consultations with them. Did you guys watch this interview? Like when they asked him why do you want to be Nigeria's president? PK said, I want to be Nigeria's problem because one, we're in problem.
Wait, was it in Pidgin?
No, like
I've seen all those videos that guy does in Pidgin.
Okay, that's with BBC Pidgin.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
This is different.
No, this was Channels TV.
Okay. This will be Nigeria's problem.
Hey, but what have you been listening to now?
Recently, let's see. I listened to Nox. You sent like a track.
Yeah, Nox.
I think you sent
one
one
with
SL,
SL,
yeah. That was pretty good. I think it's called Nice. Is either Nice and Good or Hide and
Nice
Seek.
and
I can't
Good.
remember which one. Apart from that, I'm listening to Fireboy's Playboy. And what I'm anticipating right now is Bodji's Bagada Express. That shit is gonna be fire, man.
Bro, I saw the
OMG, the album cover.
I saw the album cover. I saw the feature list. Bro, the P is looking crazy. Guy, I think he has Whiskey and Davido happy. Or am I tripping?
So what you probably saw on Instagram is actually not the album cover. The one that had like guys on the bus and it was like that was not the album cover. Album cover is on Apple Music. But but I get what you mean. Like everyone was sitting on the bus, they had like Pretty Boy Dio, Buju, Whiskey, Davido.
I won't even lie, but I'm low-key hyped for that P because I'm like, yo, you can't have a track list like this. This is crazy.
Bro. Which of the songs are you most hyped about there?
Let me even see. 1 sec. Let me actually.
He has fucking Victoni on it, man. Victoni, like, one the co endorsed Victoni, man. That's why this guy is going to be like, you know.
Kind of. I mean, I really do like Wande Cole's music, and I also really do like his Daniel's music. But I just don't know why. Like, for some reason, they're not just. Do you get like?
They're not.
Like, I feel like
they're not at the level they could be.
Exactly. Like that's just how I feel with both of them.
I think one the cool man, his growth was kind of stunted. All this like record label P, man.
Same with Kiss Daniel. Like he had to change his name from Kiss to Keys, like with the Z's.
Well, thank God he did that, bro. Because that one.
I feel like, bro, imagine both of them were like a backing that Wiz has or Davido. Like imagine if they had like.
Do you know that like? Do you guys realize that I think I was telling my friend that Drama and Miracle are no longer signed to DMW, and then she was like, "No, it can't be possible." I was just like, That's because in Nigeria we are conditioned to somebody leaving a record label after they finish fighting over something. That's just how we just
because this is like
hear about someone leaving.
Yeah, people don't do that. Yo, once a contract is done, you can just walk away.
Nah, man, there must be gaga. Somebody must not fulfill that something, and there must be. No, man, but that's the thing. To be fair, that's like one reason why like I really don't like entertainment industry. That it's so like even with politics, so like everything is just so like transient, and it's very easy to become like old news. Cause like realistically, there was a time when Cynthia Morgan was like the artist, but now where is she?
When was that?
When Cynthia Morgan had German juice. When she had
juice, that was like 2016. I always thought that
babe was making noise, man.
Wait, you didn't raise Cynthia Morgan back in the day.
The only one is that there's one song I'm taking, or I'm single. There's one song she was doing something like that.
but I remember when like girl with the German juice or something like that. But when that shit used to come
German
on,
juice was there was I'm taking as well. But that German juice was it was big. Wasn't it like Burna Boy that was one of her video vixens at some point?
Exactly.
A video vixen.
Now you're starting at Shatawale. Like Shatawale. But yeah, man, might be. That's it. Like Bodge.
Your Odogu was.
Odogu was the video vixen. I'm fucking dead, man. You better be tight of this episode, man. Odogu was a video vixen. No. Odogu na video vixen. But nobody is bigger than being a video vixen though, because even Wiz has done it, Tiwa has done it. Basically, any guest
Somebody go humble
appearance.
you.
You
No,
get.
but no. You need to watch that video. Wait, let me even search for it. Like, he looked like a proper. It wasn't some cameo appearance kind of thing. It was like proper.
It wasn't like a cameo. Like he was actually like the guy she was dancing on and stuff.
Wait, come on, let me even look for it. Video vixen.
Chooks, how long have we been recording now?
We're over 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah, that's why I'm
Back to
asking
back
you.
days, bro.
Can you say what you've been
Oh,
listening to?
But then
But
the
yeah.
babe said that she was not. No, that was for her, because he appeared on her. I don't even know how, like, Simantania song. But then she claimed that Burna Boy was not her video vixen. That's what she claimed that,
Well,
or something like that.
I'll check out that
But
video. It says German juice.
no, Simantania or something like that. Let me even search. Let me check YouTube. Simantia.
While you're checking that's all I've been listening to and anticipating. How about YouTube's? And please don't say Flavor or Zoro.
Guy, stop playing with me, bro. I've been listening to the crazy, the craziest thing. I've been listening to the new Lil Baby, and I've been listening to, obviously I've listened to Nox, but you obviously took that away. And I'm listening to
Lil Baby has a new album.
No, you dropped like 2 new singles, Right On and In a Minute. And I know there's something else I'm listening to that's like there was this freestyle that RV dropped. I don't know why I'm even saying that but this freestyle was
still listening to that guy.
Like class, like he went back to like Julius and Trapper's flow, but that shit was crazy.
After they don't break bottle on top of the guys,
and
revert to his old ways.
And yeah, I rewatched Top Boy Summer House yesterday. I just found out on Netflix, but they don't have season 1. They only have season 2. But yeah, it's fine. It's whatever.
Of Top Boy?
Yeah, Summer House.
You can search that P, man. You find it easily.
Yeah, I was like, wow, I want to be legal, man. I'm tired of doing this thing that you guys normally do. Bro.
Yeah, but yeah, Ebube, thanks for hopping on, man. Like, I had like so much fun, plus learned a lot, man. Like I was saying in the DMs now, most what's the word I even use?
I'm not
most
like,
informed.
I'm not. To be quite honest, I'm not actually informed. It's just that I'm just used to see it on. I'm like, oh, okay, so this is happening. Maybe this is why this led to this. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I think that like
research.
if you understand their characters, you'll be able to understand that what they can do. If that makes sense.
So you see them as characters, not even as.
I don't know, because the things is like one big Nollywood P. If I'm being honest with ourselves, like
to be honest,
if I told you like that, like people went to go and eat breakfast at ICC instead of going to go and vote for their inauguration, went to eat first, you would tell me that cut the cap, stop cap. That ain't possible. But my dear, that's what we see, Amo. Or if I told you that like the day before inauguration, somebody got thrown out. Then I started calling Governor Daoye Diri, the 11th hour, 59th minute, 59th second senator governor, because it was so last minute. Like, I mean, it's like African magic, I can't lie, and it's quite interesting. And you now see all of them battling for the soul of Nigeria, essentially, you know?
Yes, it's like Nigeria's those pure cruise, man, but we wouldn't have it any other way, to be honest.
But I enjoy Nigeria as a movie, man. It's a movie.
To be very frank, would you want to plug your socials?
I'd rather not.
You rather not? Okay, honestly, this thing. Okay, anonymous. Okay, first.
No, I mean, like, the thing is that, like, I just like to stay underneath the radar, you know. I just don't like my business.
Yeah, it's fine, man. You don't have to.
You don't have to explain. You don't have to give a reason. It's fine.
But then, like, if somebody wants to, like, have, like, an enlightened conversation, or, like, enlightened, you know, kind of people that when you want to discuss something with them, they're always like, I'm right, you're wrong, you're stupid, you're mad, take what I want. I'm just like, bro, like, I want to no obligation to. Like, I'm like, just next thing, like, you know, you cannot just like give a dissenting voice without somebody swearing for you or calling you bastard or something like that. I'm just like, yeah. I know almost like just like a bit, just then when they're not trying to talk to you, like personally, one thing my idea is that once I know that somebody does not want to listen to me, I'll just be adding sound effects. Wow, cool, that's crazy.
That's crazy for me,
Because
man. That's the best silencer radio. That's crazy, man.
That's crazy.
that's crazy. You don't have to drag the That's crazy. Oh,
So they should just do like
interesting.
what
Nice.
at that point. Good point.
I'm just like, because like, what am I using the information to do? I like, but then like some people they just can't take the hint, if that makes sense. But yeah, but like if you want to like discuss with me, like can reach out to like, yeah, I can like we can like text on Twitter, if that makes sense. But yeah, but yeah, that's about it.
Thanks
So
on Twitter, but you're not giving them your Twitter.
No, it's a key like.
No,
Yeah.
like it's
To
fine,
be honest,
man.
in this social media world, if you want to find somebody, you find the person. So, like, if anybody really wants to, check in, they'll be able to find you, to be
It's like
honest, because
it's
there
like
are ways.
it's like with that. Like the social media. We've come a full circle. Yeah. Like when like everything first started, it was just for connecting with your friends. If I'm being honest,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
like people just used to post anyhow. There was really no like social like standard. Then we now
And
go to the
shooting
point where
shots,
people
I
were
used to
just
follow fine babes I knew in other schools, but that was that
like,
thing.
but like not everyone like there was not this point where like people were like gauging followers and like having more followers than following that posting
Yeah.
less made you more mysterious like. But now most everybody
yeah.
has gone back to creating finsters and like creating burners. Everybody's locking their accounts. Like it's really only the people that are quote unquote like influencers. Like that's in quotes because if I'm being honest, like how many people actually influence them? Like if I'm being honest. But like I just don't
Like
want to speak on that.
zero.
No, but like
Zero.
people like they like they're quote unquote influencers because what they're carrying a Dior saddle bag. But if I'm being honest, bulk of your followers can't afford to spend over £3,000 on a handbag. You're going to like probably like your friends that probably already afford these things, already have these things. People who can actually afford them. If I'm being like straight up, like with ourselves, like if we're not lying to ourselves, like or I remember when I think it was during the UK's elections the last election, when Stormzy called out for people to register and vote, the amount of like votes like people registered like it went through the roof. Then someone tweeted that this is an actual influencer. It's not by having eyelash disguise code in your bio that you call yourself influencer.
I'm dead.
You ain't
man.
gotta say.
Shout out to all the mois.
So like shout out to them.
all
They're
the
doing their
hairdressers.
thing.
Wait, is that what you actually call them? Are they actually MOAs or MUAs?
Nah,
MUAs, but Emmanuel will do what Emmanuel will do.
Exactly, they're not MOAs, bro. They're MUAs, bro.
Oh, nah, moi, man.
Alright, man. Yeah,
Take
guys.
us out, man.
Thank you all for listening. Please like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to send a yarn mail.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a
Boom.
friend, tell your
Okay.
family members. Boyans only is the place to be. What did you do?